Hey, what's up?
Hello, how are you?
Good, are you?
It's been an interesting day, huh?
It is, yes, very interesting.
A lot going on in group chats, and
Yeah, very busy.
obviously Tim made a video talking about how he's going to take a break and
Mm-hmm. I saw
different
that.
things. And then I woke up, or I didn't wake up to it, because it was later on in the day. I opened up my phone to a text from Joe, and it was it was a screenshot of D-Ray's face with my name on it or something. It said sorry to disappoint Robert Anderson or Mr. Anderson
Mr.
or
Anderson.
something
Yeah, I
like
gotta get it
that.
right, Mr.
I didn't
Anderson.
text again. I was like, what is he going on about?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because he's very popular. I don't know.
yeah. So I guess he made a video yesterday and today, and I was just like, look, I don't subscribe to
I
the
had no
guy.
idea. I didn't know until
I
I
don't
saw
watch a lot of
it.
YouTube anymore, man. Like I know you've talked about how you've taken a
Yeah,
break. I bet
yeah, for sure.
Tim's talked about it, how he used to watch a lot of people's content. I don't watch a lot of YouTube. I'll tell you what, though, what's really cool is this is the first time I've ever been able to live in somebody's head rent free. So it's pretty exciting. I mean,
He owes you money or something. I don't know. It's
yeah, no, I mean, I
uh,
should owe him money.
you owe him technically, yeah.
I'm living in his head rent free,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. So,
I mean, so that's pretty funny though. I mean,
yeah. No, it's interesting.
I was cracking up. I was like, "What is this clown going on about now?" I was just like, "Oh my god!" So
Yeah,
it is
because
what it is. You deal with that shit.
against them, yeah.
But tonight will also be my very last stream on StreamYard. Next week I'll be trying out Restream with Adam. He'll be popping our Restream cherry, and I have no idea how it's going to go. It's going to be different because there's going to be no putting up titles like of movies. There's no really notes files. There's a note file for me, but stuff I can't really put on the screen. So I don't think it's going to be as smooth. It's not going to be as fun or intuitive and engaging.
Hopefully everyone bails on StreamYard and they'll lower their prices. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, hopefully you would hope so. So,
yeah.
But yeah, Tim and I chatted on the phone for a little bit today because he posted that video and he talked about how the trolls have been getting to him. And I was talking to Joe about that. And Joe's like, I just shrug it off, and I was like, that's what Tim used to do for so long, man. Go watch
it. A while it gets to you. I can understand.
You've talked about it. And so to touch on that.
I don't have a channel. I'm just in someone's video and I get comments.
And I want to touch on that. Like you've talked about one of the sole purposes of you not wanting to do a fucking channel is because of the shit that Tim deals with and I deal with.
Right. It's all unfortunately, it seems like even Tony's the nicest person in the world. And
yeah, he deals with it too.
Comments, so,
or backhanded because of somebody else like myself or Johnny or something.
Right.
And then Johnny and I feel bad because you're going after Tony for it.
Right.
And there's people I don't even watch, right? Their content, I don't watch much content anymore. But like I popped on to see Sue's video today, and dude, she whether you love Sue or not, okay, everybody has their differences. Yeah. She got some nasty comments too on there.
Yeah.
So people, you deal with that, and that's the thing is, so Sue puts herself out there because she talks about driving for Uber Eats. She's honest about it. I put myself out there by talking about addiction or whatever, right? I talk about what I do for a living, blah, blah, blah. Tim's done it. He's very honest and open about his channel. Some people keep it very private for good reason, right?
Yeah, I can understand.
When you put yourself out there, Joe's very open and honest on his channel too, and he's been on my channel before.
Mm-hmm.
They use that shit against you.
Oh, yeah.
Jeff opened up in ways I've never seen him last week, and I really appreciate him for it. And Jeff's become a great friend. Like I'm getting closer and closer with Jeff as the time goes by, right? The years go by and whatnot. And I feel like I almost worry when people get on my channel to talk about the What Did I Just Watch streams. Because if you open up and get vulnerable, I'm afraid that a troll's going to use it against my guest.
Right. So they're going to want
to they do against me, like watching. I don't want them to be like, oh, so Mizzy talked about this because of a movie we watched. Now I'm going to use it against him. And it's just like, man, I had such a good conversation.
Yeah.
I don't make any bones about this, okay? I call a spade, right? Like, to me, my favorite person to do these What Did I Just Watch streams with is Nikki. That pisses people off. That's fine, right? But I've had 2 streams with Nikki, and I can't think of a conversation that I've had that was ever better than that. Like for me personally, right? Like great conversations with Corey, a 4.5-hour conversation.
Yeah, that was a long stream.
4-hour conversation with Caprice. And I've done it with Ashley and had good conversations, and Allie and Tony, and the list goes on. But you know, you just I don't know.
Me. See, I'm at the bottom of the list.
You don't jive with people on something like. I just, for me, and I don't know how Nikki necessarily feels about that, but I really like streaming with Nikki because I feel like the conversation goes exactly how I want it to. Of like, it gets personal, and that's the goal of these streams is to be.
It's good because I don't think she's like streamed a lot in general, right? As far as I know.
Yeah, and she's starting to get like
she's getting more acquainted with
the channel and everything. She's done a stream with Corey where she talked about her own favorite movie and stuff like that. But and some people will be like, I know you kind of gave me shit today because I didn't mention your name in the group chat. You were giving me a hard time about it. And you were like, oh, I see, don't mention me. And it's like, I know people get pissed. Oh, you got to mention one person. And it's like, hey, I've done streams with
people. Yeah. No, I know.
These people, it is what it is. Okay. Like if you take offense to that, that's more on you. Like I didn't say that I didn't have good conversations with other people because I have, but some people you're just like, damn, like that's like I opened up. And the thing with Nikki and what I love about these streams is every time I stream with somebody, so like Caprice got real personal. She talked about what the movie meant to her, right? Like how she grew up with this. She got emotional. I appreciate that. Nikki, I feel like I get this, and I know she's older than me and everything like that. Most people are at this time, but I get like this knowledge and wisdom from Nikki that I leave the stream and I'm just like, fuck, I didn't see that. Like when I watched it.
Oh, you see a different
I'm sure people in the chat could see that too. And that's what's great about these streams is I'm doing it with you and Ashley and Jeff and so on and so forth. And it's just like, so when I asked Ashley, for example, I was like, what did Virgin Suicides mean to you? Like, why did you love it? She's like, I know it's not going to change your mind though. And I was like, but I want to know what it meant to you.
Sure.
And so that's kind of how it is for me. Like, I feel like when I talk with people like Nikki, I just think she's on this other wavelength of like knowledge when it comes to movies. So I'm like, okay, I just feel honored to be in her presence. Like talking.
I get it. Like you get.
You know what I'm saying? Because you talk with somebody, you're just like, shit, this person's smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I have friends in my group that like even like a Nick, and I'm actually older than him, but we'll go see movies. He'll break it down or something to me sometimes. I'm like, wow, I didn't pick up on that. I didn't see that point.
Not which Nick. I know which Nick you're talking about. Just in case he's
watching. Nick. What's up?
Talking about one Nick. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. That's that Nick. Yeah.
The Nick. The Nick.
The Nick. That's right. That's right.
But no, I get it, dude, and it's awesome, and that's why I like even talking to Joe. He always gives this opinion, and like Jeff last week we went on for like 4 hours. So it's so cool. You get to like different perspectives from everybody. And even if you don't like it, but then when you really both loved a movie, I just think it's fun to talk about.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah,
I think it's a lot more fun if you both loved it rather than like, okay, she loved it, but you hated it. Like,
exactly.
I just think there's a passion to talking about it. And so, like I said, I already mentioned this, but when I went live with Nikki, with StreamYard, I have the comment section to my right and everything like that. When I went live with Nikki, I took this full screen. I never did this on a What Did I Just Watch room. I hit the full screen button so that it takes my chat away. It takes the banners away, the brand.
Oh, you were just, so it was like, you had no distractions.
It was big screen, like as far as my laptop, it filled the whole screen. I wanted it sink into that conversation and not worry about the chat, not worry about my banners, what I got to do next, who I got to pay attention to. I wanted to fully immerse myself in that conversation.
Yeah.
And I think that's the tough part about being a host sometimes is that I'm paying attention to too many other things and my notes and everything. And so it was really nice to be able to just be like, screw this. I'm just going to immerse myself in this.
It was just like, just having this conversation with her and not worried about, because you get distracted. I mean, as you as a host, I can only imagine looking at comments and
I talk about like what I've loved doing these streams too is like, will I take a break at some point? Yeah, I've been doing a lot of these, but like I've also
breaking them out for sure.
I don't know if he's in the chat yet or if he will be here tonight, but like Victor, for example, became a really cool guy in the chat, hanging out and everything like that. And I'm sure there's a lot of other people in here, but it's really cool because I feel like I've been opened up in ways that I never have doing these What Did I Just Watch streams. I feel like multiple guests of mine have. I feel like you've kind of done it. I know Jeff obviously did. I know Caprice got pretty emotional talking about some of the movies on her list. I know Nikki has opened up, and like me, dude, I was holding back tears talking about Things We Lost in the Fire, which was your recommendation. So like that one I keep talking about because it's my number one out of any recommendation. Don't let that go to your head. But like, you know, it's tough sometimes. You're like, hey, you start talking about some real raw emotional stuff or moments in life that happen to you. It's tough to sometimes hold back. And I think that's what sucks is when it's used against you. And
yeah, no, that's the thing. It's just those few people out there that purposely watch this to, yeah, okay, no. Suppose that they probably have a notebook. Okay, Bob doesn't like this, but this made Bob cry. So they're going to throw it in your face and make you feel like crap. And then, yeah, some people, they be, oh, next time I shouldn't say as much. Or
yeah,
I'm like that too. Like, you know what I mean? People say shit or knock me down. I'm like, okay, then I'll just, and I don't want to revert back to that because I like, when I'm comfortable with people, I open up. And
the thing too is when it comes to like, you know, you see it a lot, right? Like that video today that guy posted. Okay. If you're going to complain, so I was talking to Tony about this, and I'm big on this, very big on this. Okay. I went through recovery. I've done all that stuff, right? I could sit here and I talked to you about this. I could sit here and be like, man, he never called, like nobody ever calls me. Back when I went to church, nobody ever calls me. What about when I was running races? Like nobody from that community ever calls me. Why? Like, oh, woe is me. I could do the pity party all the time. However, a phone line works two ways. And I've never once reached out to any of the people as much as they have me. And the same with recovery. I never call those guys and say, how's your road? Like, how's the road in recovery going? How you doing? You still sober? You still clean? Things like that. I don't call those guys, right? They don't call me. So when people get mad and say, oh, you don't comment on my videos, you don't watch my content, it's like, guess what? I don't watch content either myself. So I'm not forcing anybody like a Holland Oates to watch. But I will say this, as far as Holland Oates goes, like, do we have our differences? Sure, of course. But anybody does. But dude, Holland Oates, I'm pretty sure, and I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure he's like never missed a damn stream. And I've done like 70 of these. Did Mizzy freeze? Mizzy froze?
I did, I think. I don't know. I've been having problems. Did it
Well,
earlier.
You froze, but it like buffered. But yeah, dude, like Holland Oates, I don't know if you heard me, but like so many.
Yeah, they go different.
Holland Oates never misses a stream. I don't know if he's ever.
Oh yeah, oh, I know that. Holland's.
I don't know if he's missed one.
I don't know how he does it. He's everywhere.
Joe, he's only missed 2 of these. What did I just watch streams? Movie Warehouse has been in the chats for a lot of them. Chris C, the slasher dude, has been in a lot of them. Like, I really appreciate it. And I'm not forcing, like, Grant watches. Dude, even when Grant's not in the chat, he's watching, right?
Yeah. Yeah, like, I think there's a lot of people that watch and don't like, comment.
Exactly. And that's the thing, man. Like, if you're going to call people out and say, hey, I don't know, woe is me, I don't get any love. Nobody messages me. It's like, ask yourself, have you messaged them?
Well, that's true. Like, are we all ignoring them, or like, I don't know. I know what you're talking about, but yeah, it's not like these people.
It's multiple people.
Yeah, yeah.
You sit here. My dad and I never talk. He doesn't call me. He talk to my dad once a month. You know, when he comes over, sure, I have a great time with him, but he never calls me. We don't talk. Well, guess what? Do you call him? Yeah. Am I calling my dad? No. So you know what I did? I called him the other day, right? I called him to talk about what the hell did I just watch yesterday? I called him to talk about Urban Cowboy. I was like, did you see Urban Cowboy?
Yeah, with that actress.
Deborah Winger. Yeah, he's like, yeah, that's a badass movie. And but I'm like, that's the thing. I've reached out to him, right? Because like, take initiative is the thing. Like, Joe doesn't like to call people because he doesn't want to feel like a burden. He's said that before.
I get that because I used to be like, I wasn't really big on the phone.
And speaking of calling you, I got to get better timing because half the damn time I tried to this week, you were watching one of my movies I recommended.
Yeah, I got good interrupted.
Jeff says, "What is up, my friends? Let's have a fun time." Movie Warehouse. How many Dakota Johnson movies are on the list today? There's none on here.
0. Thank God.
Plenty of Kevin Costner. Dude, let me say this about Mizzy. If he doesn't like Kevin Costner, tonight's gonna be a bad night.
It will be. Bob will never talk to me again.
Yeah. Should I say it? Hello, everybody. What is up, Adam? Let's see here. Adam, what's up? How's the library build going? That's another thing too. Some people get very upset if you don't say hi to them in the chat.
Oh yeah, I get that.
Like, don't let that beat you up. Like, good evening, everyone. Hey, Bob and Mizzy, so interested in the list tonight. Hope you gave him great ones. And Mizzy, or I'm sorry, Nikki, for example, since we did the Airbnb live stream, I don't think she's missed a stream. At least not what I just watched. She might not be in the chat all night because she's playing video games and whatnot, right? But she's listening.
Yeah.
She's
Absolutely, that's what matters. Like,
just because she doesn't comment all the time. You've
yeah,
said that before too.
but you know, I told you, Dave. He's always commenting. Even when I'm not on, and he listens at work like the next day.
Let me say something about
So,
Dave.
there's people that do watch it, just don't.
Dude,
You might not watch live, but they watch.
the fact that Dave, of all people, watches my content on replay, I'm beyond honored.
He does bring you up a lot, and I'm like,
Dude,
oh, you watched
I
the ones
think
I'm playing? You watched another
it is
one.
the coolest thing to me. I cheese out, like, dude, I nerd out over that, like a fanboy or something. For one, I love Dave. Okay, everybody does. Dave's a nice guy. He's selfless. He'll be there for you. He's a good friend. When Mizzy told him that he was in jail for prostitution, Dave said he would bail you out.
Oh, he did. I was just
You were
around.
just messing with him.
He's like, yeah, let me know what you need. I'll be right there. Like,
yeah.
But then he's like, how do you have your phone if you're in jail? Like, yeah, good point.
So, but
no, he's just that type of guy. Yeah.
Right. I don't care, man.
I appreciate it. I'm sure if I called you, you would help me out.
About how good of a date.
What's up, Tony?
Tony's the best. Tony's shaking your head. You're like, what's up, Tony?
Tony would leave me in jail. He'd be like, fuck Mizzy. Let him rot. Tired of
everybody. We got Ellie in the chat.
Hey,
Ellie's one. I say this every week, and Anthony's been in the chats a ton lately. Like, I really,
I've noticed, yeah.
But Ellie's in one. She tries to balance out all that negative shit.
Oh yeah, she's like a sweetheart. Yeah,
she leaves a lot of positive.
Oh, I know. I see her. I see her a lot of comments,
man. Like that. I'll be honest.
No, it does. Sharon.
Ellie's like the one person I can count on for a good comment because she's not always watching in the live stream. Now, other people don't comment on your video because they watch live, right? Commenting.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Right.
Ellie comments, so I get to see that, and it's like, this was nice. And it's like, I'll tell you, man, sometimes if it weren't for the comments that Ellie sends, it makes you not want to do the shit because, like, Tim today, he's like, man, it's just too much. I can't do it. It is, man. It takes a toll. All that negativity.
Yeah, I can only imagine,
Yeah, Corey in the chat saying, look at these two guys. What's up, Corey? We got Adam here. I'm trying to mute my phone here. Ellie saying hi, Holland and Adam. We got blah, blah, blah. Let's see here. We got 40 people watching, dude.
Really?
My biggest watch. People watch. Come watch my boring ass.
Oh, that was just in the group chat.
I called Johnny today. I got the worst timing to call people. I called him and he was eating dinner. I was like,
you called me trying to eat, bro. Yeah, leave him alone.
Hi, everyone. Yeah, no. I heard April in the background. They're like, they're cooking dinner. I was
like,
I'm sorry, April. I was like, I'll go. Johnny, have a good night.
Yeah, what happened? You kicked him out of the group chat again or something?
No, Tony did. Saying, what's up, my people? I just keep playing. I don't know what's going on with Johnny. He keeps getting
kicking him out, right?
Everything does. I don't know what it is. I'm trying out other services as well. Yep, Restream. Yeah, I'm done with StreamYard, man. I can't be afforded.
Yeah,
Tony's having a good day. Dude, okay, let me talk about how much I love Tony. I told you. I talked to him on the phone today. People will get a kick out of this, so he won't mind me saying this. I called him and he goes, hello. He answered the phone like that. And I was like, hey, Tony. And he's like, what? And I was like, man, it's been like 6 months since we talked. And he's like, I know, it's kind of nice. He's like, and then I told him, I was like, I'm going to take another break come December, and he's like, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, Tony can finally get some rest. This
wasn't even in a live stream. Tony said this to my face. Like, on the phone, nobody was listening. So it's not for other people. He would say that to me. He is a savage. Johnny says, what the fuck should I do now?
No, you did it, Johnny. You're good.
It's funny that Johnny thought that message was geared towards me and some douchebag runes and all. I was like, I thought.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Someone kicked me out again.
Yeah, I don't know why he's doing that to Johnny.
April and Nikki Vinicio, my brother Nikki, Juggalo, Wilkie. We got Tony just saying Mizzy is second guessing his appearance right now tonight.
Oh,
I mean what I say though. So everything I said about Nikki, I meant 4 hours with me is probably about 3 hours and 55 minutes long.
No,
the thing with Corey, everybody says this. Streaming with Corey, do that 4 hour, 20-minute stream with him felt like 10 minutes.
Yeah, it went by fast, right? I watched it and I was like, I didn't realize.
Corey makes it's something about Corey, and Nikki said this too, and so did Jeff. So Corey, trust me, it's not just me saying this. there's something about Corey that makes streams feel very. If it's a one-on-one, Corey, there's something about him that just makes the time fly by. It's just like
it's very easy to talk to. You know,
very easy. You know what makes Corey easy to talk to is he's a good listener, and unlike me, he doesn't interrupt people.
Yeah, you don't cut people off.
No, and I do, and
I do too.
He's like the best at that.
Guy. Yeah. No,
he doesn't listen and keep his. He just waits. Yeah, I don't know. Corey's really good. That's why I like having. So it's like, yeah, do I have the same people on? Sure, but Corey's cool. 6 hours is the new normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's easy. Sometimes it's really easy. We're 20 minutes in and it feels like we haven't even started.
Yeah, it depends. Like you did the impromptu stream. That was that. That was like 4 or something. Right?
4 hours. Yep. Did Bob just call people out on their age?
I know Bob was like, I'm the youngest here. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody really appreciate all the hosts. Well, I didn't think I was that young until
I guess I'm seeing all the names going by. I'm like, I don't know certain
most people. Yeah, Tim's in the chat saying hi. I didn't. Let me be clear. If you're worried about Tim leaving because he's his video today, go hit him up on Instagram. He's still going to be around on Instagram, so you'll have your Tim access on there. Don't worry about that.
That's right.
Sydney Eubanks is in the chat saying, "What's up, everyone? I'm 45 and just dipped into all the classic horror and more extreme horror out there in the void." And I bet, you know what, Chris? That was Chris's comment, right? Yeah. Chris, I've been going through and I put aside 31, days of horror this month. And next year, I'm going to try to put aside a lot more first-time watches, man, because I've just been – it's a lot of rewatches, which are fun, but I have –
yeah, they're fun, and I get it, too. Like, I love –
even if they suck. I have a lot of Severin, Scorpion, Code Red that I haven't seen, and I'm just like, I need to watch this stuff. Even if I don't like it, at least I could watch it.
You say you watched it, tried it out, yeah.
Yep, Bob and Mizzy, holy shit, we're halfway through October. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, what's up, Laren?
Yep. Yes. And Laren, he was.
Laren, man. I met Laren for the first time.
You were so excited. Laren, let me tell you, if you're still in the chat, he was gushing about you the other day.
Man.
He was like a little kid at a candy store. He was like, hey, Laren, the other day, so cool. He seriously was. He was so excited to meet you. I was. My age as well. Chris says, blah, blah, blah. I'm just trying to catch up here. My man, Laren. Hey, JD, I'm as old as you, Tony. We should let it go. Brian S. says, appreciate you being here, Brian S. He's watched a lot of these.
Oh, yeah, I know the name. Yeah. Adrian's always around.
Yes, Adrian James is always around in everybody's streams. I don't really analyze movies too deep, so our conversation will likely last.
So it's going to be short.
I'll have plenty of notes, though. It will be. I've never had a stream go under an hour and 20, I think, on these. Like, my first one was like an hour and a half, so.
Oh, okay.
They seem to be getting longer.
Yeah.
The Tonys don't mess around. Shortest streams to the point.
Oh, yeah, because Tony's
true. That is true.
His YouTube videos.
So what would Tony P and a one-on-one Tony P and Tony C? Can you imagine? Two introverts.
That conversation.
Yeah, dude. I want to see Tony P and Tony C stream together sometime. Jeff says Bob brings out the best of us. I appreciate that, Jeff. I don't, I'm not perfect. Like, I don't necessarily agree with that, but I appreciate it, man. Like, my goal with these streams is like, I just to
meetups that people are complaining about now. I guess that's a thing. I guess
that's an interesting one. I really like doing the meetups and
I do too. I love, bro.
I don't know why it's a crime to meet your friend.
I know, right? Yeah, God forbid.
Yeah, I don't know why that's a problem. But
I don't either.
Each his own.
Sure.
Other people have done meetups too. It's not just us.
No, that's very true.
I don't get it. And secret streams. I hang out with Mizzy backstage. I hang out with other people. Me and you were hanging out with Nick earlier. There's no secret.
Yeah, exactly.
So you can use my content against me all you want. Just watch it. So Jeff says, "Oh man!" And look, you're not gonna get along with people. My thing is, there's people that complain about the clicks. It's like Bob is like Barbara Walters. Bob, what did I just watch? I tears. But my thing is, you're complaining about other people and other groups, but the reality of the situation is, you wouldn't want to hang out with like us anyways. Like, you know what I mean? Like, dude, yeah, we have our.
You don't want to hang out with people you don't like.
We get along, so. Sure. Yeah, we do our Airbnb meetups, and guess what? We have to make sure that the people going on those trips get along, because that one person could mess up the chemistry. And that's people or 17 or 20-something people staying in one building together for 5 nights. That's a lot to ask for.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't get along, you could really ruin that. Imagine tension between two people.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That would.
It's just not going to go well.
No.
What differences do we have? Holland says this is news to me. I quit. Well, the difference is you say howdy, but you're missing the emoji, Holland. That's one of the differences.
Oh yeah.
Holland has been there at the beginning of my channel as well. Yeah, he was Holland. I think like I will always remember the girl next door, you know, but I will always remember the three.
You always remember Holland.
I always remember Holland. Holland, if you don't know, laugh out loud, JK. Thanks, Tony. I enjoyed being there. Bob reached out to me a few hours ago, kept me from eating a sandwich. My bad, Johnny. That was my bad, man. I didn't know. Bob is Johnny's list now. Bob made his rounds, Johnny. That's the thing, man. I try to reach out to people, you know, even if it's not every day or whatever, you know. It's okay, Johnny.
No, yeah, once a week, once every 2 weeks. Or something
and look, at the end of the day, if you reached out to somebody, if you reach out to somebody and they don't reply to you, that's all you can do.
Yeah, that's a whole, exactly.
You can't.
I totally agree.
You can't keep, you know.
Yeah.
April breaking me down in front of my friends. I love you, babe. That's great. Don't keep me from a man from a sandwich. Wait, should I say you have friends? Hey, Bob and I both on the couch and awake finally. But Joe and I both on the couch. Love these chats. Thank you so much for being here, Marie. No Dakota Johnson. I must be on the wrong channel. Holy crap, we're behind, dude. Dave is the coolest. We got Dell saying what's up. Dell, we're going to be an hour into the stream before we get started. Dave is an inspiration, such a friendly guy. His attention and friendship is an honor. It really is. It really is one of those things. Like, and he doesn't look at himself like any big dude.
No, he doesn't.
Like to see it at him. He's humble, and he's not humble in the fact that he knows he's the shit. Like he's humble. He doesn't think it, but he is the shit. But don't, if he's listening, don't let that go to his head.
Yeah, don't tell him that.
Yeah, Mizzy and I go together like peas and carrots.
There you go, like that. He's okay.
That's great.
Yeah, every time I see Dave, I knock him down a peg just so he doesn't get a big head. You know.
Yeah. You got to sometimes
joking around, obviously.
Sure, sure. The Pennywise duck is going to look great on the shelf at the movie. Hey, Bob and Dave and Mizzy got me with the damn Mizzy's in jail thing as well. Dave and Mizzy.
Yeah, Tony wasn't offering any help. He was like
funny.
No, just kidding. I'm kidding.
No, but on a serious note, like Tony's in the chat right now.
What?
What Tony?
Baby oil or something. My P Diddy over here. Jesus Christ.
I've said this before. You surround, in a world with a lot of issues in the Bluetooth community and whatnot, you surround yourself with a lot of good friends, and I think that.
Yeah, I mean, I do call myself pretty lucky. We just happen to live, near each other. I wish you were here. Like I met Nick. I knew Nick. We started hanging out when I moved here. And
we were talking about Nick backstage briefly.
Yeah, good dude.
Have a good dude Dave is, and Tony. Sure, he's quiet, but like he's.
I know the dude. I love.
Never heard a bad thing about
all my boys.
Yep, exactly.
You are
we got Mark in the chat. Mark Kluber. That's Jeff's friend. Jeff's real life friend, man.
Oh, okay. What's up?
Friend of Jeff's. Congrats on the beautiful new baby, Mark. Congrats. And there's Anthony. Speaking of what's up, players? These streams are a blast. Well, if we could get to the damn stream, but I'm so far behind.
I can't believe we're
Anthony, the horror YouTuber. What's up? We've got Christy saying you can get burned out doing this. In the end, it's for the love and passion of the films. Yes, and Tim and I talked about this today when I called him. When the love, and I think this was in a movie I watched or something. Somebody said, when my love isn't there, I'll stop doing it. Like when I lose the passion and the love of what I do, that's when I'll hang it up. Like so many athletes talk about that when it's just not there anymore and it's not fun.
Yeah,
you want to just do it.
You don't want to keep doing this for the
just to
money or for whatever the views. Or...
Thanks, Mom. He is absolutely precious. Congrats on the baby boy.
Nice.
And don't disturb Tony. I know. I got to work on that. StreamYard got greedy. They sure did. Mizzy calling me very flattering. I just love encouraging people and spreading positivity. She always does.
Oh, you do. Yeah, you do.
Have a complaint in her bones.
Yeah. I want to see her snap one day.
Oh my goodness. Can you imagine? Dude, Allie's one of those people, if you saw her snap, like you would know, like shit.
You did something. Yeah, here's some shit. Yeah.
Like a big time. Like snap. Holy cow. I'm waiting. I'm the type of person, if there's anybody that could get somebody to snap, it's probably me.
You just gotta drive a little, and
Yeah, that's true. What's up, Holland? Just cut me off on the road. You'll get beat. But no, I was saying like I could probably get all this stuff because I say a lot of stupid crap.
Oh,
I was watching Corey ages me 4 years.
Whoa.
Yo, Tony, our stream flew by as well because we were having so much fun. This is true. That was just true. It was like a 5.5 hour stream. It's Corey's voice. I did 4 hours with Corey and it flew by.
His voice is kind of like
it's
like
probably
ASMR type
ASMR, right? And
yeah, I could see it doing something like that.
It sure does, Joe. 20 minutes in, and it feels like we haven't gotten to a movie. We haven't.
It's been a half hour.
You're welcome. That's 20 minutes. That was. Oh my god!
That was 10 minutes ago. I guess.
The own challenge. Hi, Nikki. I appreciate everybody popping off in the chat. I'm just trying to. Oh, we got Prince in the chat saying, well, Mizzy doesn't sound drunk.
Oh, damn. I see how it is, Prince.
What's wrong with meetups? Tony, they're not okay according to some people.
Yeah.
I think it's huggings or hugs and something else.
Hey, Sean, I haven't seen it in a while, man. What's
up?
Yeah,
Sean. He's got me on Whatnot. He just yeah, he's on Whatnot, man.
Okay. Oh, I know he's buy a lot off of them. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
What's up, Mike?
Not up. He'll be there in December, I believe. Told him.
Yeah, he's right there.
What's up, everybody? Yo, Magic. Hey, Sean. A lot of love for Sean. Mizzy keeping people in line. These physical media meetups equals Diddy parties, as Joe alluded to. I'm too damn old for drama. Hell yeah, Chris. Joe, I saw the baby oil comment. We got Movie Hunter in the chat. He'll be there in December.
Hey,
we got Ken in the chat. What's up, players?
Yeah, what's up, Ken?
Let's see here. Oh boy, laugh a lot. I hope no Diddy movies are on this list.
No, we're good.
I live so far from most of the community, but I feel so close to all of you.
No, you're like,
Kenny, hey Ken, Jeff's real life friend. Bob's making it out like all of Jeff's friends except for Mark are imaginary. No,
wow.
In person, chicken kebab in action. Don't forget to finger kick that like button. Let's see. Well, I need to leave and get some sleep. I enjoyed none of Mizzy's recommendation.
I'm sorry, Zoe.
What's going on, Bob, Mizzy, and friends? In the chat, we got Eddie.
What's up, Eddie?
I hope people have fast forwarded if they're watching on replay. Eddie's films and stuff. Nice. My wife passed Allie off last night with her Terrifier hate. My wife pissed Allie.
Pass. What?
Let's see. I'm guessing I'm starting my ASMR channel. What the hell, Johnny? Hi, Holland. Corey does. What is this one? A baby? Is that baby oil?
Yeah, it must be like baby oil. Yeah,
cake or something. Corey does have a Juilliard NPR training. Hey there, Sean. Hi, Sean. All right, what is your number 10? We caught up with the chat.
Wow, okay, damn. Okay, we're gonna start. So number 10, which I thought, but I read the little description on Letterboxd that it would be a little more interesting. I was a little bored, but it is Rush.
All right, I got Rush right here. Rush. Now, I know Victor was a fan of this one. Joe is a big fan of this movie as well. Let me pull up my notes here.
I wanted to like it more, and I thought going undercover, and I'm thinking more action and more.
It's like 1991, guys, and Kino Lorber.
Yeah, 91, yeah.
I think it's out of print. Okay, so go ahead.
I love Jennifer Jason Leigh. She's awesome. Jason Patrick, he was cool. He was just in Terrifier 3. Apparently,
where did he?
I think he was.
I didn't see him.
I think he was Sienna's father in the flashback scenes. That's what I was told by Nick. I didn't see him too. I saw the name and I was like,
I was looking for him, and I didn't.
Yeah, and I mean,
that might have been him. Now I know who you're talking about. Okay.
The father, you know what I mean? When she's a little girl, and sorry for ruining for anybody. But yeah. It was just, I get like Jason, he was, getting really too addictive. So basically they go undercover as they're cops and trying to bust this big time drug dealer. Even a drug dealer, like, I know the guy I guess he's in a music group, the Almonds or something. They were like a big group, I guess, back in the day, or maybe still are. Maybe Joe knows. I don't know. I was just like, kind of like checked out.
Now, did you notice though how you can, even being undercover, because I know that was one of your big, like, how does that happen? But you see how it happened in the movie though, like being
I can understand getting, if that's what happens, I could see getting addicted to. Like Jason Patrick was really, like, she did a little bit too here and there, but you
saw that part where the guy's like, she don't shoot, she don't
Yeah,
leave.
yeah, that black guy. Yeah,
Exactly.
for sure.
That guy should get his own movie. That reminded
Oh, he was
me.
saying some funny lines. I didn't
It
recognize.
reminded me of a Quentin Tarantino guy. He's
Yeah,
like
yeah, it
he was
kind of did.
so high that that
He
would be
just
a
had like
Tarantino
something to say
character.
every time. Yeah,
Yeah,
I gotta like that part was actually really good.
yeah, it's a really good scene. Yeah. So
Like it's a good movie. I
what
was
would
maybe expecting more.
what would this be? That's completely fine.
2.5.
Okay, 2.5. My first under 3. All right, but it's only my
Ever
second. I'm your
for me?
first all
Oh,
3.
for me,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. I actually have a lot of notes tonight, which
Uh,
you said will help because you said you didn't come with.
yeah, I did. Some I do, and some I
I wrote,
don't.
damn, I love Jason Patrick. Something about him, I always liked him. Everything I saw him in, he was good. I wrote, you gotta love Sam Elliott and Jennifer Jason Leigh.
Yeah, Steve Elliott too.
So yeah, this has a great cast from the jump. I just realized that Sam Elliott and Jennifer Jason Leigh have only been nominated for an Oscar once, and that's shocking to me that
Oh
they've
wow,
never won or been nominated more than once.
wow.
Yeah,
Especially with Jennifer, I think I just feel like I see her more. Like
yeah, for
just
sure. I
yeah.
also love the way the movie opens. Such great camera work from the jump. I realize I'm not putting it up here, so I gotta
Oh
do.
yeah, whoops. Yeah.
So I'm really hoping you like this movie, but I know it moves a bit slow at times, and I know that can bother you at times. You're not big on slower movies, but this one doesn't bore or drag for me. It seems so detailed and nuanced. It's also so well acted and directed that it doesn't feel difficult to stay with it. It's super easy for me to feel invested, but it's very raw and feels very uneasy and dark. It's definitely not the easiest of watches, definitely not a pretty or happy-go-lucky movie, but I think that's the importance and very overlooked movie I wrote.
Yeah, because I was expecting
Time.
that wasn't it didn't like bother like as far as the drug aspect because I said before like I can't watch people like shoot up in movies and stuff like that. Like I can watch people get killed and all this, but for some risk, shooting up, I can that didn't bother me as much. I don't know, but yeah, the other kid too. His name was like Walker, the guy like he was wearing like the cowboy hat a lot. The guy was
Oh
kind of
yeah.
yeah, I kind of like him too. His
Yeah,
character.
he was good. He was
Yeah,
good. Yeah.
yeah,
He was kind of just unfortunate, I guess.
yeah.
I really love all the close-ups or extreme close-up shots every time the characters either snort or shoot any drugs. I just found that to be important, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Difficult to watch. And so I really like that. I can absolutely totally see how easy it would be to get caught up in the drugs if you're doing this undercover. I've heard how addicting heroin can
Oh
be.
my god, yeah. They say like the first time you do
Even
that.
cocaine, I can only imagine. And my
Yeah,
dad's told me how addicting cocaine can be. Like
yeah.
I mentioned how when I was younger, I kind of hung around the wrong crowds in high school and I never did any drugs, but I was around like they were coke in freaking high school I was in and stuff.
Yeah,
So
wow.
man, if I knew my dad was ever doing that stuff, I would have been like, Dad, like, please, we got to do this together. I would have thought it was the coolest thing. And man, my
Mm.
dad still to this day always thanks the Lord that I'd
Yeah,
never.
I'm glad you did it. Yeah, for sure.
I wrote, I like how he gives her a kiss on the nose and she gives him a kiss back on the lips.
Oh, okay.
See, that was, I don't know, felt like he was being respectful, and then she was like, no, I want this. Like, I don't know, I like that.
Mm.
Okay. So you see the scene with the black guy in the red jumpsuit. Perfect example of how you have to do things when you're undercover. I wrote, you hear the drug dealer say, you don't fix, you don't walk out of here, as he points the gun at her.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, oh, definitely. Yeah, that was
I wrote, damn, I did forget how slow this was.
okay.
Midway
Yeah.
through. I'm definitely dead. I'm definitely thinking you'll find it boring and slow. It wouldn't surprise me, I wrote. Sure
Yeah.
enough.
Good.
I was right. It definitely starts March. I think the first half was a lot stronger, I wrote.
Okay, yeah.
Starts
Yeah, I could see that.
I'd say a flaw is that they don't make much progress on the case, or we don't really find out, but I really think that's the idea. I feel like it's more of about the descent into addiction than them making the progress on the case.
Yeah, then they falsify evidence to crack, to
Yeah, that boss
crack
is
it.
just do
The
something.
boss was telling him, yeah, he's like, you need to hurry up and do something. She's like, you want us to
All right, I'm gonna put spoilers up for this scene because I want to talk about the ending. So
yeah,
spoilers for Rush here.
the only action in the movie that I
In
thought.
court, when he holds the two fingers up, like
Oh,
this,
okay.
right? He does this.
Yeah.
So when he does that,
Oh, right, in court. Yeah, yeah.
when he holds the two fingers up in his face, that's him telling her he's the one who had the barrel.
Oh, at the trailer, that was
I'm
him.
assuming that was him
But you
telling her.
never see who it was. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, it's like the barrel of the shotgun or
that was
something.
him saying like this. I'm assuming he was letting her know I'm the one who did him.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm assuming that's why she lets him walk in court so she can be the one to kill
She
him.
was in the car. That was her, right?
I mean, that's her in the car.
They don't show it, but I think it is her.
Which is why she lets him walk.
Mm-hmm.
So she could do that to him. That's what I'm thinking.
Hmm.
That's everything.
That was like the real only action I remember, like in that trailer scene, and that was
No,
pretty cool.
it's not an action movie.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I was, I thought maybe, but that shot, like literally down the barrel, the shotgun, she's looking at.
Cool, right?
Yeah, that was a pretty cool shot, though. I give it.
And she freaking waxed the gun.
Yeah, waxing goes off.
And Jennifer Jason Leigh was unworldly in this, though.
Yeah, there's some scenes that I was like, okay, yeah.
Her performance was incredible.
Yeah, God, yeah. I mean,
yeah, she was incredible in this. Not look-wise. I know that's what you were thinking because that's usually what I'm talking about. But no, she's
a great actress.
When I say unworldly, I mean her acting in this one. Corey hypnotizes people in his 4-hour streams. Apparently, I'm the rich girl next door tonight. I said I'll always remember the girl next door. Never seen Rush. I didn't think Tony would see that.
Oh, I see.
Rush. I have not watched it yet. Chris says somewhere is going to be Joe saying I love this movie. Slap in the bass. Slap in the bass, man. Slap in the bass. Man, good old I love you, man. Good evening, Allie. Ken says, what?
Sorry, Joe.
Killing me already, Joe says.
Sorry, Joe.
Hey, Holy Oats, Sean, Tony, anyone I missed? Nice. Okay. Thank you, Marie. That's very kind of you, Nikki says. Sam Elliott as well in Rush. Yep. Man, I'd like to see this. Love Jennifer Jason Leigh. I think Laren would like this. I know.
I
know he's a big Jennifer Jason Leigh fan. Jason Patrick is Sienna's dad in Terrifier.
He was it? Okay, I thought so.
Yeah. Jeez. He's just I mostly remember him from the 80s and 90s.
Yeah, he like I was saying, people get bigger and
Louis Hunter. Hey, love from Dobby. I poked. The Allman Brothers, Greg Allman, but we don't talk about brother Greg. He's no longer.
Oh, okay. I heard the Allman brother.
His nose the other day, he was fine. He laughed, and I thought I was trying to tickle him. Right, single white female fan, Laren. Yep, that's a good question. I'm assuming.
I've never seen that one.
She was also in The Eye of the Stranger, 18 at the time. 1991 is on Pluto and Tubi. Caveman says, "What's up, Caveman? Did you all know Amazon edits censors films? I did not know. What do you
know? I did not.
Rush, good movie. 3 out of 5. Sydney says Sydney sees everything. Laren says, oh, good movie. I'm more of a Fast Times and the Hitcher guy, though. She's amazing in Handsucker Proxy. Haven't seen Rush 91. Yep, Rush would be a good double feature with Deep Cover. I haven't seen Deep Cover.
I gotta see Deep Cover, yeah.
Jennifer Jason Leigh is always great. And agreed, Dell. I got Jennifer Jason Leigh. I wish I had Jennifer Jason Leigh. I got Deep Cover from Benicio. The title, yeah.
Okay. And it's the purple with Lawrence Fishburne, yeah.
Yeah, I like Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah, he's a great actor.
All right, number 9.
All right.
Well, unless you have anything else you want to say about Rush? Oh my God, I got Rush.
No, not really.
Yeah, I don't even know. It's all good.
Huh?
I don't know. I got Rush written on here now discussing twice.
So boy.
I'm missing one. So when we get to it, I'll freaking write it. Whatever it is, what it is.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, so I had higher hopes with this one too. Yeah, no, it's a film by Wes Craven, and which I love, but I know people are gonna come after me for this.
Wait, this is your number 9?
Yeah, number 9.
Go ahead and say it just
People
to make
under the stairs.
Wow.
Oh, I'm gonna get crucified.
No, you're not gonna get crucified, not by me. I'm shocked that this is that low on your list.
I have to probably rewatch it. I don't know. Maybe I was not in the right mood. I was not. I didn't care. I didn't care about the people in the walls, the kids. I don't know. Then the guy dressed in a freaking leather outfit, dominatrix outfit, or whatever.
I got him.
Yeah, it got like kind of jokey or calm down. I got him. I mean, yeah, that was pretty. I don't know. I guess that was funny. I don't. Oh God, I don't know. I just didn't like.
Is this another 2.5?
Yeah.
2.5. Okay, that's all good. Hey, man, I wasn't always gonna be successful.
No, but I own this 4K. I've never seen it. I've had high hopes. Like I said, I love.
Now, if you had watched it before you owned the 4K, is this something you would buy?
Probably not. It's like on a sale, maybe for like $10 or something. But
Okay, so you wouldn't buy it for 20 on Screen Factory sales.
yeah, no.
No, you would have passed. Okay, you would have
Probably, yeah. And I love Wes Craven. Like I don't know, and
that's fair.
I would if you didn't tell me it was Wes Craven, I wouldn't even know. I couldn't. I don't know because this is obviously after Nightmare and before Scream. So I don't know. I like the little boy. He was cool. Like even Lawrence. I mean, not Lawrence. What was it? Ving Rhames, the guy in it. Yeah. So he gets killed, right? I don't even know what the hell happened to him.
Yeah, well, spoiler alert, but yeah. Bro, we gotta put spoilers up.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah, it's right here. People Under the Stairs. I think it is called the.
Yeah, I can't remember that. Yeah, The People Under the Stairs, right?
Yeah, that one was a surprising one for me. You got to see it, Jeff. Wow, Mizzy, love People Under the Stairs.
You're gonna hate me now.
5 out of 5. I bought the 4K, but I haven't seen People Under the Stairs since the 90s. Del, do you remember enjoying it? I've never seen People Under the Stairs. Mommy and Daddy.
Yeah, they're called that. Yeah, Jesus.
Here's one, Lawrence Fishburne or Forrest Whitaker. I was going to mention Forrest Whitaker too. Ooh. I like Forrest Whitaker a lot, so I'm probably going to go Whitaker to be honest.
Yeah.
Mizzy, no. The People Under the Stairs is amazing.
Sorry,
she gave this 4.5 stars, I believe.
Did she?
Yeah.
Okay. Johnny, see, I told you people are coming for me now.
What the hell, Mizzy? What the fudge? It depends on what the other 8 movies are.
That's right.
It says, and no one's going to mention Clapton's Tears in Heaven.
So. Oh, yes. I'm sorry. In Rush. Yes. That was because in the beginning it said music by Eric Clapton, and I was waiting. Yep. I'm like,
it was
finally, that got me. She's right on the beach. Yeah.
Finally at the end. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was good, Johnny. Thank you for reminding me.
Yes. Yep. Yes, sir. This chat is fucking fired up now. That's great.
Sorry, everybody.
This isn't one of my favorite Cravens either. Is that one of my favorite?
No, yeah, I knew it wouldn't be.
I would put the first 4 Screams as my favorite Cravens, probably. Along with Nightmare on Elm Street is really good. I might even put this above. This is a hot take. This might be above. I'd have to rewatch. When I rewatch Nightmare on Elm Street, I'll let you know if this would be above that. But this and Nightmare are like neck and neck because I really like both movies.
Okay.
But I don't.
It's just very the tone is so different from Craven that I'm used to. I haven't seen every Craven movie or anything like that, obviously.
Spooky Nerd Club says I bought the 4K and was like, yeah, I didn't need this.
Okay, thank you. See, someone agrees with me.
Definitely, Jeff. What's the fudge, Mizzy? Not seen People Under the Stairs either. I remember liking it. Dell says you got to see it, Chris. We have got Rock Music Forever 90s, old Scream Factory Blu-ray release of People Under the Stairs. You know everybody, huh?
Oscar. Yeah, I know from Dave's
teacher. Sydney Eubank says, Bob, Mizzy, what is the best 4K steelbook that you bought so far? I've heard great things about the Suspiria transfer, so that might be, but I haven't watched it yet. Forrest Whitaker was just announced as the star of a new biopic, Mizzy.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Curious what the new biopic
is.
I wonder if he has a lazy eye. Craven's an interesting director. His go-to films are Last House, Hills Have Eyes, and Nightmare. Also, Deadly Friend. If we're honest, Chris, the House or the Hills Have Eyes is probably one of the most underappreciated movies of all time. The original from '77.
And I've never seen the original. I love the remake though.
I
know he didn't direct it, but
I don't give a fuck how much this pisses people off, but I'm putting, and once again, have to rewatch both, and maybe I'll watch both this month, but off of memory, I'm going Hills Have Eyes over Halloween.
Oh, like the originals over?
I'm going with Hills Have Eyes. If you ask me my favorite 70s horror movie, I'm probably going to put Halloween at 3. I'm probably going to go 1 is Hills Have Eyes, number 2 being Texas Chainsaw Massacre, 3 being Halloween.
Wow, okay.
No, Halloween might go above, in between, but I think Hills Have Eyes would be above it.
I think like to Halloween, it's like I love Halloween and I get it, but I think it's like almost you're wrong if you don't love it or something, or you don't have the highest regard. It's not a 5 out of 5, or
Diverse actor. Mizzy is the biopic. You missed my damn joke.
Oh, sorry.
We both did. I'm sorry. Forrest Whitaker just announced the star. You know what? I could see it. Prince thinks you look like Denzel. I think you look more like
Denzel. Oh, thank you, Prince.
More like Forrest Whitaker. My favorite steelbook I've got this year is the Universal Dracula release. Nice. I'm looking forward to that Hitchcock announcement. That's awesome. Hills Have Eyes is his most next to next Nightmare series films. I love Hills Have Eyes, and Allie said she does too. So it's really good. And Allie loves remakes, and she loved the original Hills Have Eyes. So thinking the original Hills Have Eyes. She just said it. So the spoiler alert for the Hills Have Eyes, but the dog that dies in the original is the one that lives in the remake.
Oh, they reversed. So there's two German Shepherds.
Yeah. That no, sir, was for Bob's ranking. Yeah, Tony probably, you see, like he's one of those Halloween fans. You're not allowed to say that you don't.
Oh,
yeah. I'm curious, does Tony even like the original Hills Have Eyes? Bob just made Johnny's list with that bullshit, putting Hills Have Eyes over Halloween. Johnny's going to throw a bag over Bob's head and smack him with a shovel. What is this like? Sounds like Casino or something.
Yeah, right? Yeah, drag it in the middle of the desert.
And next to Mizzy. Johnny's very darn good too. Remake to that.
I love the like I said, I haven't seen the original, but I love it.
It recently ranked my top 5 favorite horror films of all time, and I'll just let people come after me. Number 1, Scream. Number 2, The Faculty. Number 3, Jeepers Creepers. Number 4, Quiet Place. Number 5 is going to be The Hills Have Eyes of remake. That's my top 5 probably.
Okay.
So what you notice though with that ranking, the decade I grew up, right? I grew up in the 90s, so Scream very near and dear to my heart. Jeepers Creepers, young 2001. A Quiet Place is new, but A Quiet Place is a modern day masterpiece, and I will.
Oh yeah, I totally agree.
The movie, so yeah, I just want some new original stories. Original, yeah.
I feel you. I doesn't want to just remake.
Check out Strange Darling.
Yeah, that's a great one. Yeah.
That's a good one. I mean,
there's some good
remakes. Last House is very damn good too. I didn't say you weren't allowed to. Don't be putting words in my mouth, Bobby. Don't call me Bobby, Tony.
Bobby.
Damn Johnny getting all in Italian mobster with the shovel to the head. I know, right? I need to sleep. Y'all keep it down in here. Scream, The Faculty, Jeepers Creepers, Chef's Kiss.
I agree, Allie. Those are all great ones.
Wait for that Faculty 4K.
I know. Excited. Finally.
Tony, are you excited? Did you ever see The Faculty, Tony? Love the range on your top 5. Yeah, it's pretty rangeful, and which is crazy because that's why, like, I'm not big into supernatural stuff, but I would call Jeepers Creepers in that element because it's not a human being.
Sure, yeah.
So I'm usually not into that. Yeah. And I'm also usually not into sci-fi as much, but The Faculty is
that's a sci-fi horror. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So like there is like it's interesting because there's a slasher, then there's this, then there's that.
It's a good range. Yeah.
A remake. There's a lot of remakes I could put on there because I think the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
There's a lot of great. In my opinion, that
Jessica Biel, the cowgirl.
You just need her and the jeans, and that's it.
Yeah, love the range in top 5. Event Horizon, The Exorcist. Thank you, Spooky Nerd Club. The Event Horizon, The Exorcist, in 3. Okay, so I'm assuming.
Exorcist 3. It's a good one too. Yeah.
Friday the 13th masterpieces. Now the original Friday the 13th.
I'm another one. I think.
Yeah, so if I am the Tony you are asking, yes, I have seen The Faculty.
If I am the Tony,
I'm not big into sci-fi either, and I love The Faculty as well. We got Eli in the chat. There's Eli.
Eli.
Victor. If I ever mention somebody by name and say, "Oh, where are they? They're not in the chat tonight." Please understand it's because your presence is missed. It's not because we're like, "Oh, screw that person, they're not in the chat." When somebody like Dell's not in the chat, and I message him and I say, "Hey, I haven't seen you around as much." It's not an insult. It's actually a compliment to saying, "Hey, Dell,
we gotta represent." There's not too many of us out here.
Missed, So I was like, "Did I ever piss Dell off?" I was like, "I don't see him around as much," and then he was just moving.
Yeah, I know. He said he was
like, but I was still.
It's in a way sometimes.
You could say it was insecurity, but I think it was more like I care about Dell, and I actually like my friendship with Dell, so I was like, "Oh, not bad." I love the Friday the 13th franchise. My favorite Friday the 13th that wouldn't be considered Freddy vs. Jason, if you don't want to consider that one, I actually love the remake, is Jason Lives. I love Jason Lives. Yeah, I love the blonde in it. She's great. She's great. Consider that. The Slayer is a great slasher as well. Need to see the Slayer. That's
I don't know that one. Okay.
Video, put that one up. Hey, Mama Juggalo. Did you have anything else you wanted to say about People Under the Stairs?
Sorry, everybody, but yeah, it's just I don't know. I will definitely give it a watch.
I've
A year or two.
for missing 2 streams. I noticed when Joe's not here. He's a big one. I noticed. Jason Lives is fire.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Jason Lives is a fun one, highly rewatchable. That is true. That is true, Chris. I like Chris. Chris, you got to get me on this. We got to get you on here because
oh yeah, Chris, because he's big into horror.
He can give me plenty of horror.
Yeah.
So is Freddy vs. Jason. Freddy vs. Jason, Friday the 13th remake, and Jason Lives are top notch for me. I actually love 6, 7, and 8. I like A New Blood with the magic, like the powers. She's got the powers.
Oh,
I love Manhattan. I know it's popular to hate, but everybody has their Friday 13th. You look at Ken, his favorite is Jason Goes to Hell.
Goes to Hell, yeah.
Right, and he's not joking. So like,
oh, I know. I was on a stream with him and Dave watching it. Yeah,
and you're done, Joe. Don't miss another one. I'm going to start missing these streams on purpose. Right into their 13. New Blood, my favorite hot take. I like New Blood. I like 6, 7, and 8 quite a bit. Hey, like John Doe, Nikki, and Tony. We got Smirk in the chat.
Me too. I remember that.
I do apologize. Friday the 13th remake is great. Saw it in the theater.
Yeah. Yep. Valentine's weekend.
Saw Friday the 13th in the theater not too long after I saw Twilight in the theater with my dad. Because Twilight was like...
Twilight came out like November of 08 or something.
And then Friday the 13th was February.
February of 09, yeah.
I watched both of those in the theater with my dad.
My Bloody Valentine remake was in January of 09. It was right before.
I had a great theatrical experience.
I did too. The 3D glasses.
That was a fun time, yeah. Those other 8 movies must be good. Dizziness. Jason Takes Manhattan is fun, and so is Jason Goes to Hell. I like Jason Takes Manhattan too, and I can watch any day. Definitely one of the best Friday the 13th films.
Easy to binge.
Actually, he's undeniable, unbelievably great. I'm so glad I got to show that one to Allie. We're talking about Manhattan, maybe. Does Bob Sr. like Twilight? He did like Twilight. We both did. My dad knew that when we got out of the theater, he's like, I know you liked the movie, and it was because of the picture. Ashley Green.
Oh, I mean, Jesus, yeah. How can you go wrong with that?
My dad's like, I know how you liked it. Tony would still be missed. Sean says, and I'm glad Sean is still in the chat. He's just kind of hanging out. He's like, Tony, don't leave. Those other 8 movies must be good, Mizzy. Allie said, me too, Anthony. Not as much as Porky's Basement Police. Porky's as A New Beginning is way underrated. Friday the 13th slasher. You know who's missing in the chat tonight? Not to be, once again, only calling them out because their presence is missed and their hair usually is Caprice. Oh, yeah. Sean says it's nice to hang out with you, Sean. You and Chris.
Yeah, it's been a while, Sean. Yeah.
Are the final 8 movies going to have Costner?
Some.
It was one of my all-time favorite horror films. Anthony says, "Hell yeah, Anthony! You got my Mizzy's
my number one." That's right.
All right. What would I love defending Scream and saying that I'm like a massive Scream fan, but I will give it to Mizzy. He's probably a bigger Scream fan than I am because Scream would be in my top 25 of all time, and it's my favorite horror movie of all time. But it wouldn't make like my top 10 because most of my favorite movies of all time have emotion. Yeah, and don't get me wrong, there's emotional connection for me to Scream because I grew up with it. One of the first horror movies I watched, like that scene with Drew Barrymore in the beginning will forever live rent free in my head.
Oh, one of the greatest openings ever.
Yeah, it is probably the greatest opening ever.
It's up there.
All right, what would be your number? I'm so glad the chat is popping off tonight, so we're gonna be here.
I know. Good. Yeah. Thank you.
Number 8 would be.
Okay, number 8 is our first Kevin Costner movie.
What is it?
It's aggravating. I'm sorry. It's called Bull Durham.
You got Bull Durham.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. There's Bull Durham. I couldn't find a picture that fit the screen, so that's what you're getting.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
We got Bull Durham. Look at that. Look at that beautiful, beautiful man.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Susan Sarandon.
I know. I stuttered for you. Oh man. Okay, hold on. All right, Bull Durham here, number 8. All right, what?
This will be 3.
This one's probably gonna bother Johnny because.
Sorry, Johnny. Johnny's gonna never talk to me again.
Chris, you're here in a good night tonight. We got Codebreaker in the chat.
Hey, what's up, Chris?
He's like December 11th, man. I'm ready.
All right.
It's weird being in a live stream, to be honest. Sean, well, you're used to live streams on whatnot. It's just a little Twilight does suck. I'm sorry, but I'm racist against sparkly vampires. Twilight sucks. I liked Twilight when I was younger. I don't mind.
I don't mind the first one.
I don't mind the first one. I'm not gonna sit here and ever get mad at somebody who says Twilight sucks, especially somebody like big horror fan. It is sparkly vampires. That is stupid.
Yeah, that's not like even horror to me. That's just more. Yeah.
It's weird being in a live stream, to be honest. Yeah. What's up? Yeah, Chris, glad you're here. Tonight seems to be a poppin' night for you to be in here. Twilight sucks. Is that a vampire show? Scream is a franchise is overrated in my opinion. You gotta watch it.
Okay.
You gotta watch it. I'll be right back, Allie. Ghost Ship, that's the opening.
Oh yeah, Ghost Ship. That's a good.
It is a solid opening. Love Bull Durham, 4 out of 5.
I know. I'm sorry, people.
This one doesn't bother me, Mizzy. I'd still bail you out.
Thank you.
Bull Durham, very good movie. 3.5 out of 5. Bull Durham is awesome. And Adam says, Anthony, are you going to walk the dog? Okay, it's how I learned to breathe through my eyelids. People Under the Stairs is a classic. Magic Hand says, forgot how YouTube Live works. It's been that long. LOL. As I rewatch all the movies I gave Bob for the list, I'm anticipating him putting them all at number 10.
Yeah, I don't know about Tony. Yeah.
Baseball movie, but it sure as hell isn't number 8 on my list. Damn, Mizzy.
Hey.
Louis Warehouse says, I think Twilight is a horror movie. Scares me every time it comes out. Hey, Mike, we've got this son of a bitch just throwing a 2-hit shutout. He's shaking me off. You believe that shit? Charlie, here comes the dude. So when you speak of me, speak well. Yeah.
There's some good quotes in the movie. I give it
this
that.
movie's so quotable.
It is.
I'm so glad Corey did that. Is it okay? I would have had Bull Durham at number 10.
Oh, thank you, April.
Johnny about that. I
didn't hate it.
Movies, maybe my opinion will change. Yes. Okay, I'm all caught up. Go ahead and now share your thoughts. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. It was a little slow for me, and I used to love baseball. Like I said, maybe I don't watch it as much anymore, and maybe that had partly to do with it. But it did have some funny lines. Susan Sarandon was pretty funny as like they pretty much made her sound like she's like a prostitute or something, sleep with all the baseball players, and then once they sleep with me, then they get better and then they move on.
By the way, I had a great quote from People Under the Stairs I forgot to mention. Oh man, I just deleted it. But it was too young to get ass, too old to get tits.
Oh, tits, yeah.
I love that. Too young to get. And why would you park in the driveway? What the fuck were they doing? Anyways, that's what I wrote.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Moving on. Bull Durham, go ahead.
Oh yeah, no, it's just a little. I don't know if it was like some of the southern thing. There was some good quote. Like he's like, he fucks like he pitches sort of all over the place. I thought that was pretty funny.
You couldn't hit water if you fell out of a boat.
yeah, I don't know. Now I think about it did have
one of my favorite quotes in that movie because I love saying it too. You got him parading around the locker room looking like a friggin' fruit.
Oh, there was some quotes in there. I was like, oh, okay. I don't know if they do that stuff, but yeah, they made her like a harlot. I don't want to call it a horror, but she was just like trying to sleep with everybody. Tim Roth, I don't know. Tim Roth was kind of
for the year. She slept with them for the whole baseball season.
Yeah. And I didn't want to know, but I think partly it was because I'm not a huge baseball guy anymore, and it has a lot of.
Baseball. Can I do the quote that he believes in?
Oh yes.
He's like, well, I believe in the soul, the cock, the pussy, the smell of a woman's back, the hanging curveball, high fiber, good scotch. That the novels of Susan Sontag are self-indulgent over the crap. I just I love that when he's like the small woman's back.
The small woman's back. There you go.
The hanging curveball, high fiber, good scotch. Oh man.
Oh, okay. Johnny says she is a prostitute. Okay. So, thank you.
Good stuff. Good stuff about Bull Durham.
I mean, yeah, I like that. Like I said, I gave it like a 3. I would probably buy the Blu-ray. I actually might have the Blu-ray somewhere.
Was this a 3 you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So only going up.
Yeah, for sure. So 8 out of 10. Not too bad, I guess.
Okay.
It's great, but the Scream franchise is overrated. Yeah, okay. No, that's just the Friday the 13th. And they'll get heated horror movies. I would agree. I think Scream is a better franchise personally than Friday the 13th. I think Friday the 13th has a lot more movies. They're fun though.
Yeah, they're like easy to binge. Like
man, that ball got out of here in a hurry. I mean, anything travels that far ought to have a damn stewardess on it, don't you think? So many great.
Yeah, he knows all the
so yeah, no, for sure. Corey and I, the next time we're in Iowa and we're hanging out in a hotel, we're just gonna quote Bull Durham.
He's gonna quote Bull. Okay.
We need to watch Bull Durham. I think Corey and I would enjoy that. Me, Corey, and Johnny. We're gonna watch Bull Durham in April in Tennessee.
All right.
Susan Sarandon is a groupie, Mizzy.
All right, groupie.
Sarandon was a baseball groupie. Susan Sarandon was the first cougar caught in a major motion picture.
She looked good. I give her that.
Yeah, she sure did. She was in her 40s or 50s.
Was she? Yeah, probably. Yeah, what was this? 87 or something? Yeah.
Another one I have not seen, Jeff says. Jeff would like it. It's funny. Laugh a lot. I'm just saying spooky. Guy, wouldn't that be Mrs. Robinson from The Graduate? She would be a MILF.
Oh, okay.
But MILFs weren't around. There was
right, that term was
around. Do it. He says, yes, Tennessee. That would be a fun watch along. Give it another shot, Chris. LOL. Not seen Bull Durham either. Bull Durham's a fun one, man. I didn't have a whole lot written down because it's just very quotable, but Kevin Costner was great in baseball movies, man. Like he's just,
you can tell he loves westerns and baseball.
Westerns and baseballs, yeah. But he's talked about, because Nikki sent me those reels, and he's talked about how much, like, when he does picks a role, he makes sure like he can add something to it. That character, he like looks at himself as that character and wonders if he, so I think that's pretty cool. I will spooky. I have the DVD box set and most all of them on Blu-ray and some on 4K. Nice. Yeah. So anything else you want to talk about this one?
No, I would definitely rewatch it though, and
I think as a baseball fan,
I used to really watch
it. Speaks volumes to the minors in how he goes. He used and abused, so to speak. He's like, here, come up,
come down.
We want you to mentor this young pitcher, which makes sense because catchers play a big role in how you pitch a game, right? He's pitching a no-hitter, like you said, and then he's shaking me off, and so. That's the thing. I love the camera work too. And that scene in the pitching mound when he's like, well, we got a lot of problems. He's like, Oscar's glove or whatever. He needs to
sacrifice a chicken or something.
A live chicken. And we don't know what
to need a wedding gift for a
wedding gift. And he's like, well, good wedding gifts are and he's got the gum and he's chewing. So it's like, it's just iconic baseball, man. If you're a baseball fan, like, Bull Durham is impossible not to like.
Sure. And I like baseball. I used to literally really watch like every game.
That's understandable, LOL. For the Love of the Game and Draft Day are two of my favorites he has done. I like Draft Day.
I've never seen Draft Day either.
Love the game.
Hell yeah. It's football, right?
Yeah. Draft Day is football. Yeah, it's pretty one to watch on Draft Day. Love Draft Day. Yeah, but it's just such a Bull Durham, man. I watched it because I got the Criterion. It was a blind buy, and that's probably one of the greatest blind buys I've ever had because I was just it was good. I love that movie. It's like a 5-star for me. I think Bull Durham is baseball masterpiece. I just think it is like top tier for me. But I mean, a lot of letter ratings are really high.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Not like in the minority on that one. I have a lot of. I don't think I have that many hot takes, but most people would disagree. I'll say with my opinions on a lot of stuff I say, especially when I don't like a movie. But I think most people agree with me on Bull Durham that it's really good.
Oh, sure. Oh, I know. I looked at Letterboxd.
I don't think there was too many duds on this list as far as like overall average rating. I don't think I recommended any hot takes on here. I'm saying.
Oh, okay. No, I don't think so. No,
not too much. I don't think.
No.
Sometimes it's like, oh, what the fuck is this? I don't think there's any of those.
Right. No.
Yeah. So number 7, you want to get into it?
Yeah, for sure.
We got another Kevin Costner yet, or no?
We do.
I think I know which one.
Yes, I think you would. Yeah. So this is called Revenge.
Revenge. Look at that.
Those eyes, huh?
Well, I couldn't find a picture of this one.
No, either. That's good. That's cool.
But this is the movie.
No matter what's going on the pictures.
Revenge is your number 7. Okay. I actually thought this would be lower. I thought kind of.
Lower?
Yeah. So let me be clear. I've rewatched this one, and I know Guy is a fan of this movie, and he might even be the one who commented right here. Not yet, but I bet Guy will comment about his love for this movie. He's a big fan. But I rewatched Revenge, and I actually thought it was better on my rewatch. I was like, you know what? This was pretty good. So I did put the year just because people might jumping in now discussing 1990s Revenge. Just so people know, because there's like 80 revenge movies out there.
There are. Yeah.
So Revenge, I rewatched it and I thought it got better because my second watch, I knew what to expect. My first watch, I was expecting a more violent, action-packed revenge movie, and this movie into a really dark,
It is dark. Yeah, it does get dark.
Depressing story.
Right.
And when I rewatched it, I was like, this is a really good fucking movie, and it's just really slow.
Yes, I said that. I like the second half more. I said the first like 40 minutes or so are pretty slow for me.
I actually love the first 40 minutes because
I like the second half more.
Fucking Madeline Stowe.
Well, yeah, there's some couple
in the 90s. I would, you know how I said earlier, Alicia Cuthbert.
What do you say about Alicia Cuthbert?
I probably would have dragged my balls across a mile of broken glass just to hear her fart through a walkie-talkie. Madeline, I know Johnny's in the chat right now, but dude, Madeline Stowe in the 90s.
Oh, yeah. We saw it, and then I saw her. What's it called? The
Unlawful Entry.
Yes, thank you. Yes. Oh my god, that was another one.
She was in the 90s, and she's a little something in this.
No, yeah, you see a little bit of her, yeah, for sure. In there.
She was good looking in the 90s.
Yeah, that's why I was like, that was one thing I wrote. I was like, oh no, not her face.
Beautiful.
Not her face.
Oh yeah, man, they did her dirty.
Yeah. Yeah. So basically, I don't know if that's a spoiler. I guess spoilers or what. That.
Okay, yeah, we could talk spoilers for Revenge because this is tough to talk about because it's a really spoiler-heavy movie. So yeah, we're gonna put spoilers up because I mean, my first comment is a spoiler.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so like basically, he was in the army, right, or some type of
it was like a Top Gun sequel.
Right. Oh, okay.
It wasn't, but it was almost like that the way the movie starts.
Yeah, I got that.
You're like, what are we getting here?
Yeah, I see that. So then he goes down to like Mexico, and
that's his friend.
That's his friend. He's like a big business, probably I don't know, God knows, cartel type thing. Yeah,
fuck with the cartel.
Yeah. Oh no, not in Mexico, especially. Yeah, and he sleeps with the guy's wife, and then they're trying to.
Look, I too would have risked everything for Madeline Stowe in the 90s. I wrote.
He was like, "Oh, die!" Yeah, it was pretty much.
I would have done it too, man. Like, dude, men for one are pretty weak-willed when it comes to women in general. And you get Madeline Stowe next to you, and she's kind of seducing you, or she's hitting.
Oh, she was all for it too. She wasn't like backing down.
Interest, yeah. And I'm single, like, but yeah, she was married. But damn, if she came on to me,
yeah. I would see what she saw in the big. I mean, not because she has money or what, but like they didn't look like they'd match anyways. But yeah, no, I get it.
That scene in the Jeep. Oh my gosh! Did you watch the unrated? You did watch the unrated cut, the director's.
Yeah, it was like an hour. Oh, you said it was shorter. It was like an hour 40.
Yeah, so you watched the theatrical cut. That was the director's cut is shorter, but it's
right. You said it's shorter, but yes, that's what you said. They cut out a lot of stuff that you didn't need. I watched.
It should be shorter, but it's
it was like 1 hour 40 or something.
And I think it's a little bit short.
Yes,
that fucking Jeep scene. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, when they're leaving the airport.
Reminded me of Cruel Intentions, but very sexual.
Yeah, sitting on her lap. He's trying to drive. He can't see.
You're kind of freezing and buffering. Yes.
You hear me?
Okay. He's putting his fingers. She took his hand.
Yeah.
And rubbed his finger. If you remember, where she guided his hand. And I was just
like, absolutely,
dude.
She gets on her lap. Yeah.
I wrote Madeline Stowe is bad.
It's good for Carson because you don't see him doing a lot of scenes like that. I was like, he's always like the nice guy. At least the movies I've seen him in, he doesn't really have a lot of big. Am I buffering still? You're looking at me.
I think you're caught up or about to be caught up. Speak.
Hello.
Yeah, I think you're good now. You were. It was a bad.
Oh, sorry.
But I think you're good now. I wrote, bro, the way they break in and just shoot the dog with the
I
gun
know the poor dog.
goes
Yeah.
flying.
He goes flying across the room. Yeah.
Then they cut her face open. I wrote brutal stuff, man.
Yeah.
This was dark. Like it went.
And that was her husband doing that. That's what he found out. They were having an affair. He catches them, and
I wrote, honestly, it's a real depressing, heartbreaking movie, man. It's like
that scene was pretty intense because he gets the shit beat out of him too, pretty badly.
badly.
Yeah.
I wrote, I think I appreciated this movie more on my second watch because I knew it was slower and darker. My first time watching this, I thought it would be a shoot 'em up, get revenge type movie, but it's actually more than that, and it's better made. But on my first watch, I was expecting something fast and action packed. This is really dark and sad. I was slightly bored the first time I watched it, but now I realized he's just doing everything he can to find her. He just wants to get her back. He truly loved and cared about her. It wasn't that was my mistake going into it the first time. Is I expected this shoot 'em up movie, but then when I watched it, you get a depressing story about a man who just wants to find.
Wants to be with his,
he'll do whatever he can to find.
Right, and he does. Like he literally like because she gets.
That's a fucking sad.
Off in a brothel or some type of thing.
She's shooting heroin.
Yeah, they're shooting her up, getting her drugged up, and having sex with all these people. I guess. So.
Bro, and you saw she dies at the end.
I thought so. Okay, I have that as a question. It's like she does it right in his arms, right?
She had the thing in her hand.
The dog tags. She had like the dog tags.
Dog tags, bro. And then it ends. Fucking seriously depressing.
Just like she's dead in his arms.
Bro, I couldn't believe that. I did not think the first time I watched it that was going to happen.
No, seriously. I thought like he like found her. She's she's drugged up and shit, but I thought she'd be okay. And
yeah, I wrote the way she held on to his dog tab and drops it as her life slips away, and she dies in his arms. Damn, man, this is really heartbreaking stuff for a revenge movie. Not your run-of-the-mill revenge flick, darker and more gritty. Maybe Man on Fire before that was a thing. I feel more people talk about Man on Fire than I ever hear talk about this one. And I feel like this...
Same director, that's what you're saying.
Ridley Scott did do both.
No, Tony
Scott. Yeah.
I think Tony Scott did Man on Fire, too. Not Ridley.
Yeah, not Ridley.
Tony's the one that passed away.
Yeah, Tony died. Yeah. Man, this movie is just so mean-spirited. It's very dark. I mean, they even killed a damn dog.
Yeah.
So I wrote this movie is mean-spirited, man. It is. Yeah, it's pretty brutal and it's gritty.
Yeah, that whole it shows very the whole Mexican like just going you see how gritty it gets, and then there's a bathroom. He just literally knifes up a guy like he remembers him. He sees him in the bathroom. He's washing his hands, and
that's the boots, right?
That's the part. Yeah, huh? Yeah.
Boots, yeah.
The boots. Yeah.
Come into play earlier.
Yeah.
Extremely attractive, but my God, the hair.
Yeah, she has great hair. Yeah, that long
brunette hair. Okay, I'm gonna take spoilers off. That's okay with you.
Yep.
I'm gonna catch up with the chat. If you had anything else, just kind of shout it out. Madeline Stowe, ooh, hot. 12 Monkeys. Shouts out to Laren, my love. Haven't seen Revenge. Revenge to me is a real sleeper and a good slow burn revenge movie. It is a slow burn. Yep. Revenge is a Kino release.
Oh, is it? I didn't know
that. I don't think so. I don't.
You would know that. You probably would have.
I have a studio release of it. I didn't know that Kino ever put it out. I don't.
Oh, okay.
Let me see here.
Blu-ray over there? Yeah, I don't know.
No, there's just the regular cut. It's only got one release. It's Sony put it out. Not a Kino one, not that one. Did Missy just pick random?
Get this.
This is my recommendation to him. These are mine. Really, Revenge or Bull Durham and Rush?
No, Joe fucking hates you.
Yeah, pick up the cause. Those eyes are so blue.
Yeah, they are blue.
Love these Costner heavy lists. I know, right? They just keep coming. I just keep finding more Costner movies to recommend.
We got to find something you haven't seen.
Tin Cup is another good sports movie for Costner.
Oh yeah, Tin Cup.
Revenge is neo noir, right? No, I wouldn't classify it as neo noir. But I'm also trying to.
Neo noir, no.
Revenge 4 out of 5. Movie recommendation: Light Sleeper, 1992. William Dafoe, Susan Sarandon, directed by Paul Schrader. Drama crime. Sydney's rating 4 out of 5. Nice. Nice. Let me write that down really quick. I like to write these down so we can look it up. Light Sleeper.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Tell me some more about that movie. So I usually do. That's how if you follow me on Letterboxd, you'll be like, oh, he added it to his watch list. His ever-growing 1,300 movies on there.
Yeah. One day we'll go through them all. Right?
We hear Larry. More like Madeline. No. Stop it.
Oh, what? Johnny doesn't like
her? Johnny. More like Madeline. No.
Ugh.
I didn't really know how she was. I didn't really know who she was until Unlawful Entry. I might have to look up more of her stuff.
I've known her.
She's pretty solid. She's in a show called Revenge, the TV show.
Oh, she was in that TV show with Emily Van Camp.
With Emily Van Camp. She's in that.
I remember that. Oh,
okay. Bobby Blue and the Mr. Deadly Spookies in the chat. New image.
New icon. Yeah,
that's why you don't recognize. Brian S says, wasn't she in Stakeout? That's Reanimator, I believe.
Yeah, that was. Yeah.
Madeline still looks like she's on the same formula they used in Death Becomes Her, and I mean at the very end. Shut the hell up, John.
I mean, I know now. I have seen her lately. Like
Great and Bad Girls. It's basically Young Guns with a female cast.
I've heard of that. Okay.
She's a big fan of Young Girls. Young Bad Girls. I'm sorry. Madeline Stowe was extremely attractive, but my God, the hair. Costner deserves an Oscar for being able to drive a Jeep. Yes, Del. My bad. Yeah, no, that's the thing is with these lists every week we try and it's a hodgepodge of everything. So there's really no rhyme or reason. You're gonna see some darker stuff come up in a little bit, maybe even next, because I'm shocked it hasn't come up yet. Like very shocked. But was this a 3?
Yeah. Okay. For sure.
All right, so we got 2 of the.
I would pick it if I saw like a cheap Blu-ray list.
The 2 of the 6 Costner movies on your list are these. Okay.
Well, not everyone could be 5-star.
Yeah, well, one of the 6 Costner movies better be. Yeah, I'm gonna turn everyone I'm gonna turn everyone into a diehard Kevin Costner.
Yeah, I want to see when he put Horizon on someone's list.
Maybe Johnny.
Yeah, Johnny likes the long movies, right?
When I get into his list. Okay, what do we got? Did you have anything else you wanted to say about number 7? I'm sorry, we're so all over.
No. I enjoyed it. Just because I said 3 doesn't mean I didn't like it or anything.
Hey, at 3, I'm happy with. Like, and I'm honestly 2.5 for Rush. I'm happy with as well. Like the only one.
I feel like you knew me. I know people probably
on a rewatch. It's so funny how you will give. It's happened to Fish. It happened to Tim. It happened to you. It's happened to me where I rewatch something and I'm like, Mizzy's not the demographic for Rush, and I could have given it to somebody else. And that's where I feel bummed out, is because I feel like you didn't really appreciate it, and I feel like somebody else.
No, I don't regret watching or anything.
No, for sure. And I just feel like somebody out there, though, I could have given a higher rating.
Yeah,
that's the way I look at it, because I'd recommend 10 almost every.
No, you're trying to recommend all bangers.
Probably 20 or 30 recommendations a month in some.
Oh, yeah.
So I have to watch a lot to recommend a lot, because I don't ever do the same movie over again.
Right.
And I'm not going to recommend something that was recommended to me. Otherwise, I'd be like, things we lost in the fire.
Okay. Interesting.
But I'm not going to do that. I can't do that because that would be cheating. Okay. I was thinking of No Way Out. Yes, the 4K that just came out. Yes, that's the Kino release.
Okay.
Yes, sir, Chris. Yes, sir, Chris.
Yes, Kevin Cost. Yeah, I'm good with that.
Look forward to that one. I am looking forward to that.
Yeah.
All right. Did you want to get into number 6?
Sure. Number 6 is, sorry, Dave, but it's Commando.
Okay. All right. Yes, this is correct. Mizzy has never seen Commando.
I'll get hate for that too. Right? I haven't seen a lot of 80s.
Next to me too. Okay, let me be clear about something. I got the worst timing, I'm telling you, when I call people, because every time I called him this week, he seemed to be watching one.
I was like in the middle of this. I was like, what is.
Yeah, you told me, you were like, dude, this movie's as cheesy as.
Oh, it's cheesy. Even Dave said, I said I watched it. He's like, it's pretty cheesy, but it's fun. I was like, yeah, I agree. It is.
Dude, Commando is a blast.
It's like way over the top in some things, but it's fun though.
It's a blast, dude. Yeah. I wrote so many quotes. Can I just go through?
Sure, because I don't know a lot of quotes.
Are you going to kill me? No, I suppose you wouldn't tell me if you were. Sure, I would. Really, trust me. You remember that scene in the car?
I do remember that.
Are you going to kill me? He's like, no. I suppose you wouldn't tell me if you were. And he's like, sure, I would. She's like, really? And he's like, trust me. Please don't disturb my friend. He is dead tired.
On the plane, he knocks him out. The guy on the plane, yeah.
Oh my gosh, when they're screaming, no, no, no. She's just like, oh, that's great. It's like, it's not my day. Remember when I promised to kill you last? I lied.
Yeah, that was a good one too. Yeah.
I just wrote so many while I was watching this. I had such a good time rewatching this. Remember, what did you do to Sally? I let him go. I eat green berets for breakfast, and right now I'm very hungry. I love when the guy in the hotel is, fuck you, asshole. Fuck you, asshole.
Yeah. That's only because hearing it is, I don't know, just something about it.
These guys eat too much red meat. And then last thing I wrote was, I forgot about Bill Paxton's cameo.
Oh yeah, I was shocked to see that. I was surprised. Yeah,
Yeah.
didn't see in the beginning or anything.
This isn't gonna be a deep conversation about.
No, it's stuff like that. Listen, I could, yeah, but
I love as a nerd as a kid. I love the scene where he goes shopping for guns. Like as a kid, I thought that was the best thing. I was just like, damn, this is cool. He's
like badass in that movie. Yeah, and he is. You know, it's Arnold. You can't go wrong with Arnold.
But Ray Don Chong, bro.
I know. I was like, who's the? You told me. I was like, oh, I know the name. And
she was in Soul Man, which Joe recommended. I really like Ray Don Chong.
I haven't seen that.
No, I know you haven't. But I like Ray Don Chong a lot. And
I knew the name.
And I told you, she's the one who actually got Chris Pratt his very first start in film.
Oh,
everything he's ever done. It was first role he ever did was a short. It was like 30 minutes or 25 minutes long. And Ray Don Chong directed it. She like flew him out to LA, I believe, had him do this movie where she directed it. It's only only thing she ever directed. It's like 25 minutes long. And it's got like no ratings on Letterboxd. But it's Chris Pratt's first role ever and ever doing anything. It's how he got his start. So like you never know where you're gonna get your start. Like,
oh, I know. You wouldn't think, oh, let me
Ray Don Chong, her first movie. She's
remember this chick from the 80s? Yeah, let's go, you know, yeah.
Yeah, some pretty cool stuff. But yeah, this movie's a blast.
I could see like myself like rewatching this a lot. Like, you know, when it's just fun. Like I would watch this even more than probably like a Revenge, and I like Revenge, but I can see myself watching this a little more, like rewatch. You know what I mean?
No, this is really easy. Rewatch.
It's easy to watch. It's 90 minutes.
I had a blast. Yes, you haven't seen Commando. I haven't seen Commando either. Spooky Nerd Club says, yeah. Now let me tell you. Now I don't feel like I should spoil this, but the next time you see Mizzy on doing a what did he just watch? What did Mizzy just watch? You're gonna see a lot of 80s and 90s because I recently found out a couple months ago that Mizzy has a massive blind spot in the 80s and 90s when it comes to Sly, Arnold, Bruce Willis, Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah, especially Jean-Claude.
A ton of blind spots.
You turned me on to Bloodsport like
so in about 5 minutes, I put 40 movies on Mizzy's list. And I was like, well, I can only recommend 10, so we're going to be doing a lot. I feel like for a while. I should be recommending you 40 at a time, and you should be recommending me 10 because I have movies coming out of my ass to recommend to you. You and Joe's a challenge because he's seen a lot. You are so easy to recommend movies to because I know your taste.
I do have big blind spots.
I know your taste pretty well, and I talk to you so much, so I know what you've seen and haven't. But also, you have some blind spots that I'm like, oh, he would like this. Is this
anything like this for sure? Like I could.
Yeah, eat this up for breakfast, lunch.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I watched this one. Oh man, the chat's quoting the movie too. Go ahead and keep talking about it though. I didn't give you your thoughts.
No, I had fun. I didn't realize that it was like a young Alyssa Milano was the daughter, and then the bad guy was the father from Clueless. I'm like, hey, I didn't know you were acting back then. Yeah, I didn't know if you knew that. You remember Clueless, right?
Yeah. There's two kind of villains in this one. Yeah. So.
Oh yeah, that's true. He's like So.
Okay.
He was in the first part. Yeah. They showed it first. Yeah. But yeah, no, I don't know. I didn't really take notes on it. I just kind of turned my brain off and watched.
Yeah.
I just had fun with it. Like, yeah. So I think these types of 80s action, I don't know. So.
Man, your connection, you've been freezing a bit.
I don't know what's going on today. I'm not having.
Usually,
I pay my damn bill too. Fucking Comcast, you suck ass.
What what do I Comcast? I do for you're talking.
I gotta get rid of them. Yeah, you with AT&T or something?
AT&T, yeah. What You're in an apartment like me, though.
Yeah.
What would you give Commando?
3.5.
3.5. Okay, so we're fine. We got our first 3.5. All right, so the last 5. All right, it's cool. Let me take Commando off this list and go up to the top here. Yeah, see, it's just a lot of people quoting this, which you wouldn't be surprised by. Welcome home, John. Glad you could make it.
Yeah.
These guys have been eating too much red meat. I told you, I love that one. Let off some steam, Bennett. Raw Deal's another great Arnold film. See, I don't love Raw Deal at all. Mizzy watched Death Warrant, great down movie. I love Death Warrant.
Okay.
Like Lionheart's great. Bloodsport is the best. I introduced you to Bloodsport.
You did. I love Bloodsport, man.
Yeah.
That's a 4 right there for me all day.
Bloodsport's probably his best. Sudden Death is great. Lionheart.
I just got that today from Amazon.
Desert Heat, also known by Inferno, is not bad. It grew on me the older I got. I mean, the only one I don't like is of his from his like early 80s and 90s was probably Legionnaire. Which I love. But Nowhere to Run is better the older I got. I think I respected the movie more. It's not a shooting up action movie, but it's fun. Marked for Death is my favorite Seagal. You haven't seen that either, so and Marked for Death.
Seagal I've seen Under Siege. That's about. I mean, I'm sure I've seen a few.
Death is good. Nikki, my favorite Seagal is going to be Hard to Kill. I believe that's the one with his son, right? That's got to be. Marked for Death is a good one. Hard to Kill has got to be the one with the one that looked really good. I think she ended up going on to be his wife in the 80s after that movie.
Oh, okay.
I believe she was in Weird Science.
Oh, the main girl.
The main girl. I believe the same girl. That
I'm gonna say in the chat. Yeah, I can't.
Somebody help us out.
Kelly LeBrock or Kelly Brock.
Van Damme. Yes, Bob. Yeah, Kelly LeBrock. Yes, that's it. Whatever. Thank you. Johnny's got us. Just rewatched. Yep, right there, Kelly LeBrock.
Oh, thank you.
Just rewatched The Faculty. Couldn't wait for the 4K. Still a great watch. Hell yeah, it's awesome. Yeah. Good stuff. Marked for Death is a ton of fun. A movie not mentioned a lot. Yep, that's. I believe Nikki said that's her favorite. Brian S. So yeah. Time Cop is good. I got to rewatch that. The actress in that, who Johnny, help me out. Who's the actress in Time Cop? But she's also beautiful. Jean-Claude Van Damme. There was no unattractive women in his movies.
Oh, did he get to pick them in his co-stars?
Yes, every single one of them. There's a sex scene.
Yeah. Oh, he did. He did more than sex.
You see his ass in every single one of his.
Oh, movies. I thought. Okay, I've heard that before.
Yeah. Kickboxers are
great. I gotta watch that one. I heard that's pretty
good. Sidekicks. I haven't seen Sidekicks, but I got it behind me.
I have the
fun one. The villain in that film passed away a few years ago. Mia Sara, yes, and she's beautiful. Johnny, do you think she's ugly too? Does she look like the Hamburglar? I think Mia Sara is really attractive, and she hasn't done a whole lot. But
let's say I don't know the name, but
yeah. He never did a movie with Phoebe Cates.
Oh damn, that's a missed opportunity right there.
You're right. Love Time Cop. He was a little older than her.
Yeah, that's true, because she was really
she was a teenager in the 80s and he was
in his 30s or something, whatever he was.
Yeah.
Good point. Yeah,
I just Sarah was as hot as hell in Legend.
I gotta look her up.
Legend with Tom Cruise? Is that the one? No, that's Nicole Kidman, isn't it?
Legend?
Legend. I know Legend. There's a Legend with Tom Cruise.
Oh, he's like the devil or something? Not the devil, but that.
Love Time Cop, my favorite Jean-Claude Van Damme. Yeah, in Time Cop, I think the only way to get that on Blu-ray is in the double pack with Bloodsport. I mean, she has to give us the precious eyes, but okay.
Oh, you're like Gollum?
Mia Sara. He's talking about Mia Sara.
Oh, he's
a great Van Damme film no one talks about. Cyborg's not bad. I got to rewatch it. That's a rewatch. That I need to rewatch. But I think his most heart that he's ever done, people don't talk about like not the range that Jean-Claude Van Damme had, but the difference in movies that he did. He wasn't always just shoot 'em up, because Nowhere to Run is really good and nobody talks about that. But Lionheart has the most heart to me, in my opinion, out of any of his movies.
Lionheart, there you go.
Meaning and why he's doing what he's doing in that movie. It's good stuff, man. Lionheart's really good. Don't worry, I could give you a 10 easy Jean-Claude Van Damme list. We could literally just sit here.
Yeah, I know. Jesus, rarely. I don't. None of those are.
I could do it. Death Warrant, somebody talked about already. Kickboxer,
Mhm.
so good. The Sandman and Death Warrant. Yeah, the list goes on, man. She was Ferris Bueller's girlfriend. Yeah, she sure was. Bueller. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
That's
okay. I know
wonderful.
you're talking about.
Yep, Laren got it. Yeah, I was like, wait, she's in something else. Thank you, Laren.
Yeah,
Thank
I don't
you.
know. This is good.
All right.
Yeah.
What do we got? We got number 5, unless you want to keep talking about Commando, but I think it was Dell said it's just pure testosterone.
They pretty much, yeah, I guess so. That's it's just a fun watch.
Let me just say this. Outside of there's 2 so far that I was kind of expecting to be pretty high, I'm fucking shocked by your list right now.
Really?
There's no.
Yeah. I know. I think that. Well, the next one we're going to talk about, I think. Yeah. Okay.
There's
Yeah.
one that I'm like, how the fuck did it not come up earlier? But is it about to?
I think it's about. I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah. So number 5. It's a little shocking as a watch, but I don't know. Something about it left an impression. It is Cannibal Holocaust.
Wow. Okay. So this I'm shocked, man.
Shocked? Yeah.
I thought for sure this was number 10.
Oh, really?
I was sure of it. I was positive. And Ellie messaged me and she said, "Poor, did you do this to
Oh,
me?"
that was Ellie.
That
Okay.
was Ellie. So
Okay.
between Caprice and Ellie, at this point now, between Martyrs and now Cannibal Holocaust, I 100% every list I give you now has to have like a shocking video
Yeah,
nasty
like a fucked up type of.
Yeah,
I enjoy, like, listen, that's what we're gonna do in December, right? We're gonna be watching some type of movies like these, like
yeah.
the plan. So
A couple others, yeah.
I was, I wasn't sure going in.
So you like this more than I did because I
yeah,
gave
I know. I don't think you like this as much as I did.
because you gave it 3.5 or 4. 3.5.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Yeah, because I rewatched it and
I
I
think you
thought
probably gave me about 3 or
I
something.
thought maybe I would give it a 3.5, and I gave it a 3 again, and I was like, I don't know, man. It didn't get better for me. I really was hoping.
I'm not saying it's great. It's not like really, and I know it's supposed to be like I don't know, we call it guerrilla style, like
It's beautifully shot.
Yeah. It was. So the first one, it goes a little tame, and all of a sudden it's like, bam! It's like it starts out with this. To me, that's when there was a scene with a woman.
Turtle? Oh,
Yeah, the turtle thing. That's what really got me at first. It was the turtle.
yeah,
She was a turtle.
that's a real turtle, bro.
So they did kill these animals, right?
Oh yeah, that's all. That's
Yeah, I
all
thought so. Like,
yeah, that's why it rubs a lot of people the wrong way.
Oh, okay.
They killed
Sorry for animal lovers out there.
dissected. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a muskrat they kill.
There's an animal uncut version you could watch. I'm telling you, it'd be like 25 minutes short. Like, there's a lot of animals.
There's a lot of animals in there. Yeah. Like I don't know, probably more than people in a way, but there's a lot of dong in here and a lot of nudity.
Laughing at Johnny's comment.
No, what do you say? I'm gonna see.
Commando's pure homoerotic testosterone correction.
Oh, correct. Oh, okay, correct.
Oh, you can't forget Double Impact. Yeah, that's a good.
Oh yeah,
is my favorite of his. Then JCVD. Okay. Yeah. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
No, yeah. So if you're big animal lover, I wouldn't. There's a few animals that get slaughtered. I understand, like you gotta eat people. This is like in the Amazon. There's no civilization out there really, so you gotta eat. But yeah, that's what the scene it was started off with. I was like, whoa, okay, like got pretty intense. Then the only thing I really like, okay, so it's like a group of documentary people where they're trying to film.
Yeah. It's found.
Yeah. Like in the beginning, they tell that backstory a little bit that they don't make it out.
Yeah, this last like recorded.
Right. I don't know if you want to do spoilers or something, but it doesn't matter. I'm sure people.
Yeah, I don't really think this is too spoiler heavy, but yeah.
But then all of a sudden, like you see them, they're like tormenting the tribe, and they're like raping the women. And So at the end, I didn't feel bad that they got killed. Like,
yeah. So at the
I
end,
didn't understand that all of a sudden. Like,
I do like this movie, and I could give it a higher score, but I don't know. Is I love the ending. It ends with the guy saying, "Who's the real cannibals?"
Mm-hmm.
Or who? I believe he says, "Who's the real cannibals?"
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think so. Because
like you look at that movie, and I questioned that myself when I watched. I was like, "Is it really us though?" Because when you're watching it, yeah, they're raping the tribe.
well, they're going into what they know is home and shit, and they're fucking with them and burning their huts down and raping the women and
Right.
like, you know, what I mean, killing they had a pig or something, I guess, for food, and they came in with guns and like scaring kids, and so like towards when that was starting to happen, I was like, oh, I don't, because I already knew they're gonna die. I was like, I don't really feel bad. I was kind of okay. You got we deserved it in a way. Like, don't come in my land, in my home, and fuck with me like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's just how I felt. And I liked how they were. It was like the guy he was showing these other people because they want to put this movie out or whatever. He's like, no, when you see like, I want this burned. Like, it shouldn't be out there. Like,
Yep.
after they watch it, they're like, yeah, no, put this because it gets pretty intense. There are a lot of intense shit in it, like beheadings and women on poles and strung up and stuff like that. But
I will say where your list is heading, like looking at the last four. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm happy. I think for me, your final four would be pretty high up there for me too. So I like where your final four are going, and I think we're gonna have some good conversations about the last four.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the bottom half you weren't sure, I guess, more so.
No, I kind of knew a couple.
You know a few that I would like.
I knew Revenge was going to be pretty. I thought Revenge would be pretty low because it's
okay.
and slower. Bull Durham, I kind of knew. And you told me yesterday or whatever, you were like, I watched one movie today that I didn't like. I think it was Rush or something.
Yeah,
so,
I think it was Rush.
Yeah, you got to stop with that. So something about Mizzy. He's really impatient as far as spoilers. He can't wait. And he likes to tell me if his thoughts on the movie, and I'm like, would you fucking wait? So the first list that you ever gave me, you kept like we had to postpone it for so many reasons or delay it, I should say, reschedule. And so it was hard for me not to want to talk about them because I actually liked quite a bit. So I struggled. But like your second list, I kept it straight to the vest. I didn't let you do
it. You did. No, I told you that.
You got to get better about that because I don't want to know your thoughts.
I will. Yeah.
I want to be surprised.
Just can't talk about it at all. You see, I rate it. I don't rate. I just say that I watched it.
Yeah, it was funny because Ellie knew.
I think the people that follow both or
you do this to Mizzy.
I don't know. Allie's seen it. I wonder what Allie thought of it. Jesus.
I don't think she has.
Oh, you have? Oh, she just knows about it.
She said I've heard a lot.
Okay.
Of the movie, like
Allie, I don't know if you like this. I don't think.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I don't think this.
Not something I'd go out on a limb to say, "Hey, Ellie, go watch it."
Yeah, it's not for everybody for sure.
I don't need Anthony beating me up because I recommend.
So nightmares and shit.
Yeah, Anthony will be coming for me. I don't need that.
That's right.
So no, I won't be recommending this to Ellie.
Yeah.
But yeah, you wanted to watch it. I've got.
Oh, I did. I've said for a long time. Like I've known about this for a long time, and
I have one other that I could recommend to you. Just
okay.
We'll see. There's a couple. There's plenty in this collection. Like
you got some sick shit in your collection.
Yeah, I got some sick stuff that I could recommend. I'll just have a conversation with Johnny one day and say, what's the most vile thing I could give to Mizzy that makes Cannibal Holocaust look like Sesame Street?
Right. Yeah, I'm down, man.
So,
well, I had another one you watched a while back. That's
LA Jabber.
Oh, sure. I don't know too much about that. I don't know like what to expect from
that. It's stupid. There's no violence. It's just somebody pricking somebody with the needle the whole movie.
Just trying to get somebody. Yeah.
Yeah, but I thought the lesson. I thought there was a very important message in this movie, and for a while back, I almost did a "What this movie means to us" discussion on this movie.
Oh wow, okay,
pretty crazy, yeah. So, yep.
Interesting.
All right.
Yeah. It was like I said, I don't know. It's just it's true. Like who was like that? I mean, they were wrong for going in and you can film and do whatever, but you're going in just destroying their whole what they know is home. And
is this a 3.5 for you?
I mean, now that we're talking about it, it should be less. But yeah, I'm going with that.
3.5. It's funny because Zombie was a 3.5 for you, and I gave Zombie 3.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You through that one, but I don't know. There was some awesome practical effects in Zombie, and watching a shark fight a zombie is really cool. But that movie was slow as molasses.
It was kind of slow. I think. Yeah, I was just having fun watching it, and he's like, "We got to get to hospital."
Yeah, you kept saying that shit. Yeah. All right, so I got Cannibal Holocaust. You want me to take it off? Catch up with the chat?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, there's the animal cruelty code. Yeah, okay, so I got five, really? Five, Mizzy?
What? Oh yeah, see, what? I think about like 5 stars. I'm like, what?
Modern art masterpiece.
Oh, he gives a higher.
Haven't seen Cannibal Holocaust. Joe says it's a 4 out of 5.
Okay.
Laugh out loud. Chop the pet stew. Ruggero
Yeah,
Deodato was the director of
the
this,
director. Yeah.
and he directed one other movie that I've seen. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Let me go to Cannibal Holocaust. His other movie I watched, no, I haven't seen that I want to watch, is A House at the Edge of the Park. That I do want to watch.
Oh, okay.
So I've never seen that. That one looks good. He directed Cut and Run, which I did not see, but Cut and Run looks really good. I do want to watch Cut and Run sometime. If anybody's seen Cut and Run, that one looks really good. He directed Deathsumber. Oh my goodness. Well, he was one of the directors on Deathsumber.
Oh,
He directed Raiders of Atlantis. Yeah, I have that as well.
I haven't heard any of these.
But A House on the Edge of the Park is the one I need to watch, which is this one right here. It's a 7 title, and 88 Films put it out.
Oh, okay.
So I got to check that one out. It's right behind.
Okay.
Yep. Have you seen every Tarantino film, Bob? I sure have. I did. One year I decided to watch them all that I haven't seen. And there's honestly, Tarantino has one, and it's some people's favorites. The one I think is my least favorite, which is I probably wouldn't even give it a 3, to be honest. Like for me, I give his newest one, what is it?
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. That's his weakest one for me, to be honest. For me, I mean, nope, didn't. And theaters, saw it in theaters only once, didn't really like it. And then probably the hottest take. I don't know how you could have a hot take when it comes to Tarantino films you like, but my favorite Tarantino film is actually, you would be pretty surprised. Now I'm drawing a blank on Tarantino movies. I'm like, I can't even name my favorite movie of his, but it's the one. It's the one in the cabin. I'm just drawing a blank right now, like a brain freeze. With Jennifer Jason Leigh, damn it.
Jesus, you got me? Yeah, fucking. I know Kurt Russell and fucking. Oh my god.
Bro, I don't.
Hateful Eight.
Hateful Eight. Do you ever just have moments where you're
I was like, yeah, the cabin. Oh yeah.
Dude, I just sometimes you have those moments.
No, it does happen.
That I love Hateful Eight.
Yeah, that's a really good one. Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard to say because Django Unchained is really good, and so is freaking Kill Bill, and obviously so is Pulp Fiction, which is a lot of people's. And honestly, Jackie Brown was good too. Cannibal Holocaust has that baby making score.
Look, yeah, that's a weird music. Like,
the score is the best part of that movie.
Okay, because there was a certain song they kept kind of replaying.
I have the soundtrack to it, and it's
really? Oh,
yeah. Okay. I have the soundtrack. Came with the soundtrack. It's so good. What if the cannibals were under the stairs?
Oh, I probably like it. Yeah.
There's a cut without the animal cruelty. Yep, no turtles were harmed. No, I think they killed a real.
That was pretty real. I don't know. That's if it's.
Yeah, no, that was real. They killed. Oh, you know what is a one thing about this movie, is that the director after the movie was over had to go to court because like supposedly they thought he really killed these people. He thought it was real. Like they thought they thought this movie was so real. I guess he had to go to court and prove that he didn't kill the actors.
He had to come to court with them. Like, no, they're here.
It's crazy, dude. That he this movie was banned.
I can see that. I mean, it's pretty for the 70s. It's pretty.
Rogerio Deodato, legendary director. Those were too hard, right, Del? Ruggero Deodato is known for pushing the limits, and his The Edge of the Park is another wild one from him. I need to see that one. Yeah, thinking about showing this to my 12-year-old nephew.
Oh god!
Oh my goodness. Chrissy says, "Spooky. I love The House at the Edge of the Park. That has best performances in my opinion. Gotta check that one. House at the Edge of the Park is so good. Yeah, I should have put that on the list. But Mizzy and I were making a list of a bunch of movies to watch this Halloween, October. And 3 of the movies are, I think it's Fulci, and it's his trilogy. It's the Beyond trilogy. The Beyond, and then there's 2 others. And they're right behind me. I'm just drawing a blank. I just, House by the Cemetery, Beyond, and one other. And we're gonna check them out. We're gonna do all 3 in a row, back to back to back. So I think we're gonna do it. But I gotta make sure we start with the right one. Second, what Chris said, he directed that before he was sent to jail. Laugh out loud, true story. His ex-wife is in this dating scene in House at the Edge of the Park. Starting scene. Okay, starting scene. His films are edgy, but I love them. Me Too, Spooky, Body Count. Yep. Off Balance are some of the other ones he directed. Yeah, Off Balance is a Cauldron title they put out. Cannibal Ferox by Umberto Lenzi is a good one. I did not like Cannibal Ferox. I don't know that one. I didn't like nearly as much as Cannibal Holocaust, but I do like Umberto Lenzi. I think Umberto Lenzi's got good movies too. The necromantic movies are completely disturbing. I haven't seen those ones. And Umberto Lenzi is one of my favorite directors. I just got the House of Doom set from Cauldron. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I thought, and maybe it was like his son, Umberto Lenzi. It was either his son or his dad or something directed Nightmare Beach. Somebody in the comments tell me who.
Oh, okay. I know
like
that.
Nightmare Beach is good. It's a Lenzi that directed that. I got that set to Spooky. Love Fulci, my favorite Italian director. Sorry, Del, I meant Guy. Johnny recommended Holocaust to me. I remember Hard Watch. My God. Mickey Cemetery Man. Need to watch that unedited version of Cut and Run. I really want to see Cut and Run. Get the 7 release of How to Sit the Edge of the Park Pop. I have the 7 Blu-ray right behind me. I'm an Italian horror film buff. Spooky Nerd Club says, nice. Love Italian Gothic and horror and giallo. Hateful Eight. Yeah, Hateful Eight is long and boring. I like it.
No.
Several films did a great release for House on the Edge of the Park. Yeah. Hateful Eight, 88 films kills it with their 4Ks. They look beautiful in the slipcovers, and the artwork is just incredible on those. Hateful Eight and 4 Rooms I love from him. I don't think it's his weakest, but I'd put Once Upon a Time in Hollywood near the bottom of my list. The Quentin Tarantino list too. Edge of the, and I agree. It's just, yeah, Edge of the Park is a bit more disturbing than Last House, in my opinion. Okay. The Beyond is batshit crazy. Laugh out loud, super fun. I made a comment about the turtles to Dell instead of you. Okay. The last few QT movies are long just for the sake of being long. Dell says. The Beyond is trippy. Anthony says The Beyond is a masterpiece and my favorite. Fulci. Hell yeah, Chris. And Lenzi did Nightmare Beach. Yeah, Nightmare Beach is awesome. Dude, everybody's sleeping on that. Let's go pick up that 4K from
Kino. Kino, right? With John Saxon.
4K from Kino. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's a solid movie. It's not bad at all. It's fun. It's got another good score.
Cool.
Yeah, it's weird when you watch those movies because I'm pretty sure and some of the people like Spooky Nerd Club would know so much more than I would, and so would probably Johnny and Joe. But I'm pretty sure some of these movies were filmed, some of it in Italian and some of it in English.
In English?
Yeah, okay. Like they had, I think, a mix of actors, and I think sometimes they were filming it in both. And so when you're watching it, that's why, like, I think, like, so there's other movies like Phenomena and Tenebrae and so many others out there where you could watch it in Italian. You could also watch it in English. And your English version is going to have, I think, a mix of English and dubs. I think, because I'm pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, but I'm pretty sure a lot of these movies have a little bit of both for some reason. They're filmed in, like, I don't know. I think Tenebrae was, as weird as that sounds. I'm pretty sure, like, there's so many different cuts of Tenebrae that you can watch. It's crazy. And I know you had never seen like too many giallos in your life, so
no.
Cannibal Holocaust, I introduced you to Demons, and Demons is like the starting point, the entry.
I know you don't say that because I think I was just tired that night. I probably I think I fell asleep. That's
yeah. Demons you're gonna need to rewatch. Hateful Eight watched straight through or Netflix miniseries style. Miniseries style was a bad idea. Laugh out loud. It was Umberto Lenzi that directed Nightmare Beach, same director from Orgasmo. I have that Lenzi Baker box set as well. I love Orgasmo with Carol Baker. I haven't seen that one. Carol Baker, isn't she the one from Candyman or something? No,
just Virginia Madsen.
No, never mind. I'm thinking Carol Baker. Sounds familiar. Okay, most Italian dubs are shot in English, and they use their people to redub it in English. So that's why the dubs don't sound so bad on Tenebrae. Then it's super weird how they do both languages sometimes in these Italian horror films.
Like this, Cannibal Holocaust. So it's kind of.
It'll be one random scene in Italian or English. That's what I mean. Yeah, Tenebrae was like that. English and Italian mixed. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, for sure. No, you got to watch Tenebrae. Well, sometime all right. So Tenebrae was like that. Yeah. I like Tenebrae a ton. Tenebrae was good. I like Tenebrae more than Phenomena. Christopher Lee was dubbed over in The Whip and The Body, LOL. And I can't do dubs. I hate dubs. Like when it's a straight dub, no, that's garbage.
With the mouth, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I don't like
It's not
dubstep.
matching the words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
I
for
get that.
Okay, all right. I'm just looking here. I'm trying to get your list pulled up. All right. Oh, there we are. Okay. Okay. Whenever you are ready. I'm curious. I got a question, people in the chat. If I could give you two options, Fulci or Argento, who would you choose? I'm very curious who would people choose. If you could only choose one to watch the rest of your life, which one would you choose, Fulci or Argento? All right. Are you ready to dive into number 4?
Yes, I think so. So number 4, which kind of surprised me a little bit because I wasn't sure, was Crazy Heart.
All right, number 4, Crazy Heart. Jeff Bridges won the
Bridges.
Oscar for this.
Yes, I mean he's a great actor, so I should have known.
It was a well-deserved.
Yeah, for sure. Like he's just a great actor. Yeah, so very. It's like an addiction movie, probably, right? I'd say, for sure.
Yeah, I'd say times 1,000.
Yeah, so it's because it's not shit. I mean, there's a lot of addiction, but he's like, I guess he's more of like a functioning alcoholic than they want to call it because he goes on the road, he's like performing, he's like a country music star, or I guess he was bigger, and he does like bowling alleys now and little clubs and stuff like that. Uh, the only thing that was kind of a little odd, not odd, but him and Maggie Gyllenhaal's relationship at first. I don't know. I know she's not a lot younger than him, but she seemed a little too young for him or something. I don't know. There was something about it. But I really liked with him and her son though. I like that relationship.
I didn't like their relationship. Okay.
I did know I did. It just I don't know. It felt
I got a lot of notes on this one. This one I have a lot to say.
okay. No, that's fair enough.
Oh, you go ahead. I'm just saying, like, I've got plenty. When you're done, I'm gonna.
Oh, okay. No, I'd say okay. Yeah, he's always great. Colin Farrell, which I didn't know was in this, really surprised me. Like,
It's good.
this is not something I would think he'd be. You know what I mean?
He's actually likable. When I rewatched this too, I was like, he never spited him.
No, like yeah, because
he actually
he's like
helped
mad at him and shit.
Yeah.
And they go, oh, we need you to tour with Colin Farrell's character. He's like, oh, screw him. He, fucked me over. Yeah, no, he did not. They didn't show that. At least I didn't catch that at all. That way, yeah.
No, there's a scene later on where he's like, "We got you a record." He's like, "It was all because of him."
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and he said that.
Yeah.
I forget his name in the movie, but he like thanks him and a lot, and yeah, it was because of him. And yeah, obviously he's a bigger star now, like, so in the movie,
Yep.
so yeah, it was good. I was glad when he got sobered up by the end, because it was a pretty tough incident, tough scene. Well, not tough, but it was.
I'd put spoilers on the screen, I guess.
Oh,
if you haven't seen Crazy Heart, we're gonna spoil it because I'm definitely gonna dive into spoilers on this one.
Oh yeah, so he's like he brings Maggie Gyllenhaal's son out, and they're going around, and he basically loses him, and they, for a couple hours. It seemed like a couple hours or something. He's found safe and everything, but and she never trusted him again, and she's like, we can't be together. This is my son, and
I had so much to say on that.
I figured you would. Yeah, you're better at this than I am. Oh. And then they show, so basically he goes and gets sober, and they show like 18. He says 18 months have passed, and
was it 18? I thought it was less than a year. Shit.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure because she's engaged. I'm pretty sure he says 18.
That was a year. So 18.
When they meet up again at the end, he sees a ring on her finger, and she's like, "Oh, you want to come see my son again?" And he's like, "No, that's probably
too hard."
Yeah, too hard. I like how it ended. Not everything's like gotta be happy ending.
I got yeah.
You know what I mean?
I wrote I've never been huge on Maggie Gyllenhaal, but I really like her in this. I never minded her. I guess I just never seeked out her movies. But she's great and super likable in this, I thought. Okay. Obviously, Jeff Bridges is out of this world. He won the damn Oscar. She specifically asked him, do not. No, she didn't ask him. She said, don't drink in front of my son.
Right, in front, too, yeah.
In front of my son. So after she told him not to drink around her, later in the movie, he literally takes him to a fucking bar.
So he took her to a bar.
And he has a drink. Then he proceeds to take his eyes off him and he loses him.
Mm-hmm.
And I have nieces and nephews. And look, I won't sit here and I would never fault somebody for taking their eyes off their kid and they run away. Because I know I was a kid once, and
Oh yeah, I think a lot of us in a store ran away from it.
he took him to a bar and had a drink, and this is her son, and she knows he was drinking, and so but it was also a step to helping getting him where he needed to be. Love Robert Duvall.
Oh yeah, I totally remember.
I wrote. Well, you already discussed it now, so I could say this because in other streams I've spoiled it. But so this and Rush are both great movies, but I think these were great examples of rewatching them just for the stream. So I talked about this before. I wasn't really in the mood to, or didn't need to. I had watched this one back in November for the first time, so it was only in November. It's not even a year.
Oh wow, okay, yeah.
I watched it because I usually sometimes because like this November will be 11 years since I've had a drink, and so like sometimes I watch a lot of addiction movies in November because it's like
sure.
So I watched it for the first time in November. And Rush I watched for the first time 2 years ago. I love both of the movies too, but I think sometimes you kind of force yourself to watch something and it makes the movie suffer a bit. But I know these are both great movies, but they're slow and you have to be in the right mood. And back in November, I was in the right mood. I was watching addiction movies in November because I haven't had a drink, you know. So it was a perfect mood. But I think when it comes to a movie like Crazy Heart and Rush, I don't need to watch it every year. And but I do probably like Crazy Heart a little bit more. Love that scene towards the end between her and him, where she tells him that he can't be a part of his life anymore. Honestly, good for her. She puts her son's life in his hands for one day, and he lost her son. Like she says, I can't ever do that again. That trust is gone. So this is where I wanted to talk about trust. Maybe she can't forgive, but that trust is broken. It's gone, and she'll never be able to trust him again with her son probably. And so I wrote, trust is a hard thing to build, an easy thing to destroy. And let me tell you, once the trust is gone, usually it's gone for good. It's hard to ever trust someone again. And so when I talk to you about trust and other things, and even in my life, from people to me hurting people and stuff like that and being hurt, it is, I think I've heard it, is that trust is an easy thing to lose and a really hard thing to
gain or
it's a really hard thing to build. And
build up again, or
I think I trust people easily, but once you break that trust for me, like even if I forgive you and I've moved on, I can't forget about it. I might be able to forgive, but I don't forget. And so like that, it makes it so hard to trust. And so like I think there's different levels to it as well, where you could trust somebody with something, right? But like something else, it might be like, no, I can't trust you with that. And I think that's how I am, where I'm like, hey, I trust this person with this, but I can't take them at their word with this. If that makes sense. Like, I just think it's unfortunate, but once that trust is broken, it's really hard to repair. And it takes, I think, a lifetime. And I think once it happens, you'll always wonder in the back of your mind when that example comes up again, you'll be like, can I trust this person? And so I could think about it. So I think that's what I kind of related to that movie when I saw that part. I really love the ending of this movie. The last 15 minutes makes this movie so perfect. The way she moves on, the way he gets sober, he starts going by his real name and not bad.
Right, he never uses his real name. Yeah,
they see one another at the end. She's married. This movie just ends. It's really a perfect ending. I love how this movie ends. It's not a happy ending you see necessarily, but it's not a depressing ending. You see,
it's not like a but it's just, they're gonna move, go their separate ways after.
And I wrote for country music lovers. I think they'd really enjoy this movie. I don't really listen to country. I have no issues with it. If it's on, I'll listen to it, but I don't normally seek it out in my car.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of worried when I watched, because I was like, I don't know how I feel. Like, I know it was a big part of it, the music part and stuff, but I really liked it. It is a little slow, I guess, in some parts, but it was in the right mood that day or something. I don't know. I really enjoyed it.
Yep. I did text Dave, by the way, and I said that if you don't like Commando, we'll terminate him. And he said, I'll terminate him either way, Bob.
Wow. That's even text. Yeah. No, thanks, Dave.
Yeah. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, that's all my notes. Yep.
Yeah, no, I definitely will be seeking out this, because it only has a Blu-ray, right? As far as I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yep. Yeah, this one has a Blu-ray, just one little studio release Blu-ray.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to take spoilers off the screen here. I'm going to 31 in here. When I asked that question, a lot of people did reply with either Dario or
Yes.
Fulci, so that was pretty cool. Tenebrae was like, yeah, Christopher, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Argento for me, Spooky, it says. Argento, Johnny says. John Dojuggalo says Argento, but I've not seen much Fulci. Brian S says Argento, so a lot of Argento, but then we're gonna get some Dario Argento again, and then we're gonna get into some Fulci all day. But damn, Argento is a stylish Italian director. Bad Blake, Johnny says Crazy Heart is a 3 out of 5. Suspiria, my favorite Italian horror film. Fulci, I haven't seen Suspiria. Crazy Heart, David Lynch. No, not David Lynch. The Spooky, you have a channel. Fulci is great for fun watch parties. I don't know who directed Crazy Heart though. I could look it up because I don't.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I forget offhand.
But yeah.
Oh, Scott Cooper.
Oh yeah, Scott Cooper.
Yeah. It's a name I know from. He did
Black Mass.
Yeah, Black Mass. Yeah,
Out of the Furnace. He did. In
yeah. Oh, Out of the Furnace. Yes.
Antlers.
Antlers. Yeah. So he did a few movies. Yeah.
But I did like Out of the Furnace.
Yeah, I did too.
Fulci's great for fun watch parties. I love him, but if you want to show someone great cinematography, then you go with Argento. That's very fair. Yeah, I agree with that. Because that is true. Scott Cooper, director. Yep. Okay. Oh, okay. Thanks, guy. I agree with the take Spooky. Argento for me, but Zombie is fantastic. Just sub to you, Spooky. Spooky Nerd Club says Zombie is so good. I just rewatched it 2 days ago. Don't torture a duckling, third all-time giallo to me from Fulci. Thanks, Chris. I'll do the same. Spooky Nerd Club. I'll have to sub up. Search your content. I don't watch a whole lot of YouTube anymore, but I'm gonna find his content myself right there. Thanks, Chris. I'll do the same. Hey, everybody. We got Steve in the chat.
Hey, Steve.
Corey's in here saying, "Hey, Steve." Hey, Steve and Corey. What's up, Steve? Hey, Guy. 4, Torso. 3, Don't Torture a Duckling. 2, Deep Red. Haven't seen Deep Red or Blood and Black.
Is it on the list? I think that was
Deep Red.
Yeah,
no, I haven't seen it. It's gonna go on one of my lists. Somebody wanted to recommend that.
Oh, okay.
I've never even fucking seen Deep Red.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Steve, Corey. Yo, Steve. What up, Steve? Hi, Prince. No, I haven't put Deep Red on your list because I haven't even seen it.
No, I thought it was on the October list. That's what it was.
Oh, no, it's not on there. The trouble with losing trust is you are never able to remove doubt. Yeah, I think that's kind of how it is for me. Yeah, that like, can I believe him? Got to call it a night. Enjoy the rest of the stream. Del, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it.
Later, Del.
Hey, yeah, Prince, Steve says, I just subbed to you, man, and I agree with you about Dolly Dearest being better than Megan. I haven't seen Dolly Dearest. I don't know.
Dear, I didn't know that.
Vinegar Syndrome put out Dolly Dearest. It looks pretty good. But I didn't love
Megan. It's better than Megan.
I didn't love Megan.
Megan's okay.
I honestly, Ex Machina is like the only good AI movie that I could recall seeing. Hey, yeah. Bob and Dizzy.
Dizzy, yeah, I'll take it. Dizzy, yeah.
Hey, Mizzy, just sub Spooky. What's up, Prince? Cool. See, your channel grows just hanging out in chats. Spawn and Drugstore Cowboy are some good addiction films. I agree. I agree.
Spawn, that's pretty.
One I haven't seen since I was like, it's been like 76 years since I've seen it.
Only 76.
Hey, Brian, Night, Dell, yo, Brian. Hi, Brian. Thanks for checking it out. I'll do the same, Anthony. Spooky says to Anthony. No, Steve, have to stick with Dizzy. Hope you and Coco are doing okay and are safe, Chris says. Yo, Anthony and Chris.
Yes.
I have you seen what Brian and Coco are doing for 31 Days of Halloween?
No.
Okay, so on their Brian and Coco channel, they're doing like, what do you call it for Christmas? You have you pull a piece of candy out.
Every day the advent calendar or something.
So they're doing something very cool, and it's like it's a person. Here, let me pull it up because I can't describe this crap. So I'm, me.
So it's like pumpkin shape, and they pull every day. It's like
I'm not an artist, so
no, I'm not.
Okay. No, it's not on the Brian and Coco one. It's got to be on. Shit, hold on. Now I'm like, it's probably on Coco's channel. Hold on. I don't care. holding up the damn stream. You guys are gonna have to deal with it. Here it is. It's on Coco's. I'm sorry. So they got this, and then they got like 1, 2, 3, 4, and so
right.
every day they go through and pick one out. Basically, I think.
Okay, and that's like
there's
today's
like a card in there. I don't know how they're doing it. Super curious how they're doing it.
There must be something inside, or I guess that.
But yeah. So I'm assuming they put a card in there. I'm assuming they picked, or maybe.
Or was
I'm
like
really
random?
curious how they did it because I want to know. So Brian, tell me, maybe because I noticed the cards are folded. So maybe they put a bunch of movies. This would be a really cool idea. Put a bunch in a bucket, and then they picked it out and put it in a random day, and they don't even know what they're getting. So they have to check to see what they're getting versus being like, okay, here's one, because what's the fun in that? So I bet what they did is they folded it up so they don't know what was going in there.
Oh, without looking, and then they just open, and today we gotta watch this.
Whatever you pick, whatever you pull
I
out,
do like that.
you unravel your note, and then you gotta watch it.
You see, okay, today we're watching. I guess that picture was Happy Death Day to you. But,
yeah. And now some people say like they need to be in moods for movies. So if they were like, if one day they opened and it was street trash, they might be like, oh,
oh god, that's
But I feel like that's a pretty cool idea because
it's cool.
Yes, you do get the you got to be in the mood thing, but I go and I pick them anyways. We picked the films and wrote them out in a bucket and put them in a random day. See, that's cool to me. I think that's really cool. I've been watching some bangers. They just watched The Stepfather, such a great movie.
That's a good one.
So like, I don't know how many they put. Brian, I'm super curious. How many did you put in the bucket, or was there only 31?
Just 31, or
did you put a bunch in there? Stepfather is great. I agree. The Stepfather is great. Just got the 4K. I need to see Dolly Dearest, but I'd still watch Spooky's video. Yeah, I need to see Dolly Dearest. All right. Advent calendar, blind picks, pure hangout. Derek does this too. I think it's super cool. Cool. I know Pure Hangout, he does his videos where he just 3 movies.
Oh, he just like
3 movies off the shelf and talks about them. Victor's here. There's Victor. It's here 2 hours and 10 minutes late. Where the hell have you been? Oh my goodness. I was speaking your praises earlier, Victor.
He was.
Brian says, yeah, Coco was iffy about street trash, but I think she warmed up to it more towards the end. Was it the?
It was a toss around the penises, right?
Exactly. Going to bling my geeky and Hammer films rest this month. LOL. Nice. Hammer is something I haven't dug my feet into yet. Angiala, welcome. Victor Anthony says, hey Victor. Hi Victor. Late on the discussion, I think The People Under the Stairs is a Midwest Craven film. Comparing it to
yeah,
shut up, baby.
At least someone's got to support.
You know what? Here's the thing about Nightmare on Elm Street. I love Nightmare on Elm Street. I do. Hot take: Joe doesn't like Nightmare on Elm Street. I'm going to put it.
Oh, Joe. Oh, you're cut off. No, Joe. You're shit list. You're on my shit list.
And Nightmare on Elm Street is not my cup of. Naturally, I'm not into dream type of movies. I'm not big into like movies that you got to take place in another world, so to speak. So naturally, I have no business even liking a movie like Nightmare on Elm Street, but I really like Nightmare on Elm Street. I think it's awesome. It's a really well-made movie. And I love it, and I love Wes Craven. But I was honestly surprised by how much I enjoyed it because it's not my cup of tea. It's not in my wheelhouse. So for me to even like that movie is this shocker for me.
So you don't like the other ones then either. The sequel.
Dream shit is not okay.
You're not a funny guy then, yeah.
Nightmare on Elm
Street
2, we're gonna cut off at 2. Nightmare on Elm Street 2 is a no-go. Fucking no.
Yeah, it's because of the subject matter, I guess.
It's not because it's a super gay movie. It's just it's gay, but it's not my type of movie. I don't like.
I like the look of
I like the third.
Yeah, the third's awesome. Yeah, that's probably my favorite.
And then 4, 5, and 6 just get stupid to me.
Yeah, I agree with they get like 5, especially 5.
And I like the new Nightmare. And see, Joe says Nightmare is ass, too campy and corny. See, shit. And Joe, you're gonna be sharing a bed with Mizzy. He's gonna
oh boy, we're gonna be playing. Yeah, boy.
He's gonna stab Joe. We're gonna come into Joe and Mizzy's room and be like, why is there blood all over the bed?
Freddie did it. I don't know.
Mizzy's gone. Freddie did it.
That's Freddie. He's talking shit.
Knife plus heart. Watch Knife plus heart. I really like the first Nightmare, and then New Nightmare I love a lot. Nightmare is ass. Hammer's acquired taste. I love it more than Universal. Okay, so I had this really fun conversation with Allie yesterday. I don't care. I'll say it. Nancy is my favorite final girl of all time. Nightmare 2 rules. I don't like Nightmare 2. Sorry, Deadly Spooky. But my hot take is that Laurie Strode is not even a top 10 final girl. That's my the original Halloween. Laurie Strode would not even be a top 5, top 10. I would put Erin from Your Next above her. I would put Sydney Prescott above her. I would put of course, Nancy above her. Like, there are so many final girls that I would put above her. No offense, but like, I love Laurie Strode in.
Yeah, you love H2O.
I love H2O because she's a badass. In the first Halloween, she is annoying. She's cries, cries and screams. She's whiny and she pokes him in the eye. Congratulations. That makes you somehow the best final girl. Sorry. No, I really think it would be fun. And I want to do this. Not a top 5 final girl stream. I want to get a bunch of different people on a panel, like myself and a bunch of people, maybe like an Anthony, right? And have us all discuss and then rank the best. So we would all have to somehow agree, because sure, it would be fun to all just go through and be like, my number 5, my number 5.
Yeah.
I think it would be fun if we could discuss each one, all the final girls ever made, right? And then put them in a ranking of like, okay, this is going to be our number 5. And then we just figure out where we would
come to an agreement. And like, okay,
number 1.
You might sacrifice. You might be okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
You make your case of why she.
Right, you got to make your case, and then you might, if more people agree with one person than you got to kind of go.
He's gonna give you the bed blender kill.
Oh,
yeah. Freddie did it. Freddie vs. Jason, I really dislike, minus Catherine Isabel. Once she bites the dust, the movie is torture.
Oh, see, that's just
no.
I don't know. I can watch it all day.
Not okay, Victor. I love
Freddie.
Very gay undertones, but it's still great. Thanks, Juggalo. Whoop, whoop. LOL. My sister is very interested in A Quiet Place Day 1. Haha. Honestly, good on her. No spoilers, of course. She reminded me. A Quiet Place Day 1 wasn't bad. You got to be into character development because it's very like character heavy. It's not as monster heavy, I feel like.
Yeah.
Who was it? I just watched a review for it.
You love cats, you love it.
You love cats. Talk about like that movie though. You don't get a backstory on the monsters or anything. You gotta.
No, and I kind of wanted that. I wanted them.
Yeah.
How do you know that?
It is day 1.
Yeah.
Amy Steele from Friday the 13th Part 2.
It's really good. Yeah.
I like Amy. H2O is my favorite Halloween. What? No, I'm just. Laurie Strode. I don't mind. I got to revisit the Friday the 13th. I like the girl in the 6th one. Jason Lives.
Okay.
She's hot.
I can see her face. Yeah,
I think she's great. Hot take, but Children of the Corn is my favorite horror franchise to me. Not a bad one in the franchise.
Oh, that is a hot take. Yeah.
Yeah, I know he loves.
Especially that new one. I heard that new one was horrible.
Yeah, I didn't like 2. I didn't mind 3. I didn't like 2. There's some cool practical effects in Part 3. Heather Langenkamp, shout out to Anthony. Sydney from Scream is the perfect final girl for me, Victor says. I have to rewatch the Children of the Corn franchise. I've rewatched the first one and I thought it was a little boring. Hey, Victor, good to see you, Princess. Wow, Victor, I'm impressed. Halloween 2 is top tier slasher to me, Chrissy says. And Lori keeps dropping that fucking knife too. Bitch, do I gotta glue that to your fucking hand or what?
Wow.
Yes. That's great. Like, come on. I don't know. I mean, you think about it. Nev Campbell takes on 2 killers, right? And then if you're talking franchise, that's a big difference, though. Are we talking movie or franchise?
Right.
Movie, then you might go with somebody else.
Yeah.
Are you talking franchise? Because then characters die in franchises.
Right, like Nancy dies in Part 3.
Yeah, it was a spoiler, but I'm sure most people.
I mean, sorry.
But yeah, Nancy dies, but she comes back.
She comes back in the night, right? So it's like I feel like Nev with Sydney is pretty consistent overall, and
very.
They're not like super. They're just people.
I mean, if you break down how many people did Nev Campbell kill, so let's go with Sydney. Right. The first 2.
Yeah.
She killed 2. She killed. Hold on. She killed Mickey.
Well, Mrs. Loomis kills Mickey because she shoots him.
Yeah, Mrs. Loomis kills Mickey, but who's the one who shoots Mrs. Loomis at the very end when she's laying on the ground? Yeah, and she's like,
that was Sydney. Yeah, because
because she's like, just in case
just in case she shoots her, and then when she's on the ground.
So okay, we'll count her as one.
Sure.
Scream 3, she's Dewey the head, so it's Dewey.
Right. Well, Dewey, okay, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Dewey,
Oh, it was Dewey because
head, the head, Dewey the head.
That's true. That's true.
Okay, Scream 4. Well, she's like Claire at the end with Jill, and then she doesn't kill the other one because
Jill killed Charlie.
Jill kills, yeah. So okay, and then Scream 5, they burn that bitch together.
Yeah, Madison. Yeah.
But then she comes back, and isn't it Tara who fucking kills her? Yeah,
she's running, and then
and Tara shoots her ass.
I think Tara shoots her.
Yeah, and then the other one is obviously Melissa Barrera, and then
she kills Richie.
So Neve Campbell only.
I guess she hasn't killed all of them, but she's still strong. She's still running and gotta kick their ass.
Right, to survive 6 movies.
Yeah, you're still surviving.
Movies, whatever. My favorite final girl is Buster. No, that was from the Bell.
Dangertainment.
Who the fuck, Mikey? Scream for the final girl. Laugh out loud, Holland. I agree with Bob. Thank you, Spooky. The final girl ranking, and somehow Dakota Johnson will be.
She would be. Yeah,
he's the one who brings up Dakota Johnson.
I know.
Anthony says, "Great choice, Holland." Victor says, "Johnny, I bet Dakota would be considered a final girl because of Suspiria." Could. The worst thing about Freddy vs. Jason is that it's a body double for Catherine Isabel in the shower scene.
We talked about that. That is.
Was always curious if that was, because that's her only scene ever. So, Jennifer Cook is Megan and Jason Lives. Jennifer Cook. Yes, Jennifer Cook is Megan. Megan, yes. Anthony, would you agree that she's pretty awesome? Bob, no spoilers for you. Don't worry. I'm watching Odd Thomas this Sunday. She is technically the final girl in Jason Lives. She's not technically a final girl. Tommy is the final dude. I know Tommy would be, but I don't know what. Okay, here's a question. Is what's her name a final girl in Tremors 2?
Why? I forget.
I just think, can you consider like the final girl word? It's like, what's considered a final girl? What makes the cut? What doesn't?
I mean, I guess it's survive. I guess, right?
Retreat, Mr. Phil. Children of the Corn sucks. Laugh out loud. This is the dude that thinks. Oh no, deadly spooky. Let's be nice to each other. Lauren. Okay.
I agree.
Lauren Lavera is climbing the charts in the final girl discussion.
I agree.
Look, that battle with Art is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Sydney is the one who killed Mrs. Loomis. Agreed, Spooky. She's great and beyond nice in person. I've heard that. And she's all tatted up. Tara's the one who kills Jack Quaid. Victor says, wait, no, Sam does.
Sam,
Sam, yeah, she's super sweet. Trick or treat, motherfucker. Body double.
Movie double.
We need a Mortal Kombat style final girl game. I'm curious who's Joe's favorite final girl would be. So I haven't heard Joe since that comment.
Yeah,
be nice. Joe's my guy. So best final girl, Devin Sawa.
Wow. Okay. All right.
That's an interesting discussion. Chris says, yeah, Megan is really cool. She has a really fun personality. Very fun personality. Totally agree. When I think final girl, I think of slasher films, not Tremors. I know. I was just being a smart ass, Brian. Me too, Brian. Laugh out loud and Giallos. Best final girl, Devin Sawa. Devin Sawa got killed by a fucking brick in Final Destination 2.
It did show. It was off screen.
Yep. Danielle Harris in which, like, what are we talking? Hatchet? Like, are we talking Halloween? Are we talking Halloween 4 and 5?
Mm-hmm.
Olivia Hussey. I don't know who that is though. Forgot her name. Oh, okay, that's the actress in Black Christmas. Look, I'm not a Black Christmas fan. Danielle Harris killed the Hatchet series. Her ex. Oh no. It's safe to say Deadly Spooky and Joe don't agree. So that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Hatchet. See, I know some people don't like Danielle Harris. I don't think Hatchet is that hot take because I think that's a pretty common one to say. She's a badass in Hatchet, dude. She fucking fights Victor Crowley.
And then she gets killed, right? And like one of them, we just watched it
in 3, but no, she's back at the end credits of the 4th.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I've been waiting for you, motherfucker. The first girl in Hatchet 1 is way better than Danielle Harris was born to be a final girl. I agree with that. I do. I think so. Even if you don't like her acting, there's a lot of actresses though that most people don't love their acting, but they're meant to be they're final girls, right? Like, and why does nobody ever bring up Sally Hardesty? Everybody wants to talk about Laurie Strode. Sally complains and whines and screams just as much as Laurie does. And Sally goes through way more shit than Laurie does. No offense, but Sally eats with a bunch of fucking whacked out family members. And
I agree. That's more like just
watches her brother get chained.
Torture. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And I'm not a big Texas Chainsaw.
Oh my god, bro! Is that your favorite character in any movie? Thomas in the wheelchair? Is it what is his name?
No, it's not Thomas. It's fucking Franklin. Pushing his ass out of fucking just like the guy in part 2 of Friday the 13th. I love that.
Did you notice how they got rid of that?
I fucking hate Franklin. Oh my god, bro. I'm sorry,
bro. Fucking Franklin, dude. He's like, why?
Bro, he is so annoying. I was so glad when he got killed.
Bro, what about Barbara Crampton? Why y'all sleeping on Barbara Crampton?
A little I've seen of her.
What are you talking about, Aaron? I think Jessica Biel was the best final girl in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake anyway. That was spooky. But either way, even if you like Franklin or hate Franklin, I don't think anybody liked him. However, she watches her fucking brother get chainsawed right in front of her. She jumps out of a damn window. No, y'all.
Oh no, she does do more than Laurie in the first Halloween. Yeah, I'd say.
Y'all sleeping on Sally, man. That's the thing. It's like she does more than Laurie does. She does more than Laurie does, and she deals with a much crazier shit than Laurie does. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
You know, so Leatherface, he's got a fucked up family, man.
He sure does.
Y'all be sleeping on. So show my girls some respect from the original. Joe, come on, help me out here. I know you. Why is nobody having my back in the damn chat? In that entire franchise, Chris and the Friday the 13th part 3 hottest final girl. Well, listen, guys. Tonight we just found out that Mizzy's favorite final girl is Franklin. So
yes, exactly. That would be
my by the way, Sleepaway Camp 2 Blu-ray is up for pre-order. Oh yeah. Sleepaway Camp 2 and 3.
Really?
It's Sandpiper Pictures is doing it.
Oh,
the one where what's his name? Michael Caine from Dark Knight. The Blame It on Rio movie. He sleeps like an under.
Oh yeah, I remember you talking about that. Yeah.
Kino Lorber originally put that out, and Sandpiper re-released it. Sandpiper, I'll show you, but they have some really good titles. You're getting the rights to a lot of shit that's out of print that like goes for really expensive money. So
I would definitely get that.
Maybe people won't like the rights, or maybe people won't like the transfer. I don't know. It might even be the same transfers like Kino does. It might be the same transfer as Scream Factory. I have no idea, but it's really cool to see them doing stuff that goes for really expensive money and they're releasing it. But then I've heard rumblings that Sleepaway Camp could be getting a 4K.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
I guess the first one because
I want to talk out there. I don't know where to get that because it's probably not on Amazon.
Sorry, Joe. Peace and love. It should be. Sandpiper. Yes, second coming of Olive Films. I agree. I there's some really good titles on there. I'll show you. I have a list of all the ones.
It says. Oh, see. Okay, I see right here. December 17th. Yeah.
I hope Tony listens to all this tomorrow. I don't know if he will. So is Sandpiper like a level up from Mill Creek?
I never heard of it.
No slips, Jeff. No slips you're gonna get with their stuff. But like they put out I have a list. I feel like sharing the screen so many times on these pictures, but these streams, but I try to keep it. Like they did The Sure Thing. That was a re-release. I'm pretty sure. What else did they did? They did Assassination Tango, which Kino Lorber originally put out, and I think that's the guy from freaking Crazy Hearts in that one. What's his name? The guy, I fucking love the guy. I can't. Now I'm drawing a blank. He was in Crazy Heart. He helped him at the end.
Robert Duvall?
Robert Duvall, thank you. Assassination Tango is Robert Duvall, I believe. They got some good titles, though, man. Like State of Grace. They did Dream Lover. They got Baby Boom on there. Mulholland Falls is another out-of-print Kino Lorber title. River's Edge is another Kino Lorber out-of-print title. That's River Phoenix, I believe, River's Edge. But like, yeah, dude. So they got good stuff.
So they're getting like titles that are going on out of
River's Edge right there. He just said everyone needs to jump on River's Edge from Sandpiper. I mean, I'm going I'm good. I have the Kino, but it's way out of print, and that's a banger movie. Yeah, no joke. I almost bought 2 and 3 last year with slips for $250, but thankfully I lost it. Marilyn Burns completely sells me that she is losing her mind in Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Awesome performance. I agree. I think she does a really good job because you're losing your mind with her. I can't imagine what to go through and if that happened in real life. Praying every day for a 4K sleepaway camp box set.
Me too. I would love that.
Now with different labels, like
they're owned by different, right? The first one versus
is Sandpiper won the rights to that movie? If that's the way it works, and I don't know, I wish I had Disconnect in here because he's got all the insider info. If Sandpiper won the rights, then I imagine Scream Factory doesn't have any rights to it anymore. So I can't imagine you're going to get a box set if they have the rights to the first and Sandpiper has the right to the second and third.
Second and third.
Sandpiper just started about a year and a half or 2 years ago, dude, and they're really, like Brian said, that River's Edge. That's one of them, dude. And then another one, Mulholland Falls, bro. That's like they are putting out some good stuff. Blame It on Rio was a really expensive title. Something nobody in the chat is probably going to know when I say this, but fucking Miracle Beach needs a re-release because that Kino Lorber title is out of print, and I really want that. People are sleeping on Sarah from The Descent in this chat. Yo, The Descent, Sarah. Yes, I actually just lost a bit. I was trying to win The Descent too today. I wanted the Blu-ray, but it's okay. I could get it overseas in the UK. But yeah, I that's why I made that story post today. And I just woke up and dude, I was like looking at my collection. I was just like, man, there's so many cool. I just want to bid. I want an auction, $10 for this movie called Burning Bright. Brianna Avigan. Only Mizzy knows who that is.
Yeah, right. Apparently,
bro. And anyways, like step up to Joe knows who Brianna Avigan is. Yeah. But Burning Bright, nobody knows what the hell that movie is. If somebody in the chat knows what Burning Bright is,
I watched the movie with you and I totally forgot. He said, "Oh yeah, that movie." Yeah, I just forgot the title. But
$10. Didn't even know it had a Blu-ray until this guy on eBay was selling it, and I buy a lot of stuff from him. He's a really cool guy, and dude, like it. You know how cool it is to have something like that on Blu-ray? Movies we love to get this stuff, and that's why I get so worked up about all the complaining. It's like, why can't this chat has been really fun tonight. Just it's been off topic and we haven't gotten into a lot of that stuff, but it's like we've had good conversations.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I know girls and all that. It's like this is the positive stuff. This is fun to me. I'm having a good time. I don't think there's been negativity at all tonight.
No.
So I would jump on a 4K sleepaway camp box set immediately. Yep. Hell yes, Victor. Sandpiper also bought out Eye of the Needle with Donald Sutherland. Okay. I don't have Eye of the Needle on my list, but maybe I'll have to. Is it any good? If I write it on my list, it better be good, because if I watch it and I don't like it, because I'm not a completist anymore. So if I don't like it, I'm coming back for you, Chris. You're in big trouble. And yes, River's Edge. 70s film, Wuthering Heights, based off the novel. All right. We are on to number 3. That was number 4. So there's only 3 left. What?
Yes.
What? Okay, cool. There's still a Costner one. And this is a good last 3, man. I'm not going to complain.
Yeah, these are all good. Like, these are, yeah.
We got a 4 coming?
4-star? Yeah, 4-star. It's what I literally just watched. It's called The Untouchables.
All righty. Kevin Costner, Robert De Niro, Sean Connery. So Sean Connery's got the greatest voice in the entire world.
Yeah. I was watching this. I was like, damn, I miss Sean Connery.
Dude, how about it, right?
His last movie was like 20 years ago. It was like that League, I think, of Extraordinary Gentlemen, whatever it's called. It was not good. But yeah, I was just like, I haven't seen him in so long and anything. I was just like,
hell yeah. Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
I got to show some love to Alicia Cuthbert and House of Wax. Let's go.
Okay,
let's go. Brian De Palma's The Untouchables. Hell yeah. River's Edge 1986 on Pluto TV. Tubi. Mizzy, do you have the Red Cross Sleepaway Camp box?
I don't.
Thinking about buying it on eBay. It goes for like $50.
Oh, really? That's not horrible. Okay.
Nice. I love The Untouchables, Nikki says. Yeah. Nice. Let's go, Nikki. That's what I'm talking about. The Untouchables is a very good movie, and Connery was fantastic in it. Love me some Untouchables. Connery got the Academy Award for this film. Hell yeah, I didn't even
know that. Okay.
I didn't know that either. Yo, he's so good in this. So good.
Yeah, bro. I fucking pissed me off. I texted. He's like, no, not Sean.
No, yeah. I don't want to spoil it, but like spoilers, we're gonna just spoil this one. I'm not gonna put it up on the screen. I'm just gonna spoil it. But dude, my dad it's funny because when I was talking to my dad about this movie, the first thing he said is, "Fucking man, I was pissed when I saw this in theaters when he was a kid." And he's like, "Fucking Sean Connery died." He's like,
Yeah, I was like, I kind of expected it, but
everybody was pissed. That
oh
scene,
yeah, I could see it. I was like, I don't know, I was,
yeah.
yeah, it was a little
You
over.
feel that, oh man, and then he's not even dead when he gets there.
Right,
So
and then he's still
like,
alive. He's like telling the bookkeeper, like,
yeah, he's like, yep. He's like, this is where he'll be.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, we got to talk about that. Did it not make
Oh,
you? Did I called you and I told you that there might be some pre-cum dribbling down your leg when you watch that farewell scene. I said, but dude, tell me that scene did not give you a little bit or something. It was,
bro. It wasn't okay. So,
well, don't start with it. It wasn't that good. That's one of the
no. It was really good. The thing was because when I know it was kind of a play on, like not a play, but like who you don't know who's good or bad. But the lady with the damn baby, like the fucking baby, didn't shut the fuck up, and then they wouldn't show the lady's face. She's trying to drag her bag up and the carriage up, and you think maybe she has a gun in her briefcase or whatever you want to call it, or luggage, and then he helps her. And
there's a real baby in there.
It was a real baby. Like, yeah, I know. So you didn't know, but you find out, yeah, she had nothing to do. Like, and then the baby starts going down the stairs.
Dude, it was so stressful to watch because it
was the music, like
the music.
It's very slow build up, and then the
yes.
up is good though.
That scene is just when you talk about like the best scenes in cinema, to me that's got to be up there, dude. Like it is just that cinema masterful, just masterclass in cinema. Like you can't get it better than that. It's so good. Like to me, when you talk about the best scenes ever to be filmed, like that has to be up there. I just think that scene is it's amazing. And not only that, he has another scene in Carlito's Way just like it throughout a whole train station scene, and it's so fun.
I have that.
Palma is he's one of the best in my opinion. Like
we went over his like list of films. I was like, oh wow.
Whether you like his movies or not, because his movies could be slow and long. You have to have a respect for him though. Like I don't like Ari Aster's movies necessarily, but I have a ton of respect for him and I appreciate him as a director. Doesn't mean I like his movies because I don't like where they go, but I have a ton of respect and appreciation. And De Palma's just it's hard to top De Palma to me. He's top tier, man. He's one of the best to do it.
Yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, I mean I get it. And after watching, I was like, because I always know about this movie. I knew about it. Just never had the chance to see it. And I even told you, I was like, I didn't even know fucking Robert De Niro was Al Capone in this movie. Like,
don't you love the part when Garcia slides, grabs the baby carriage, and tosses him the gun? He's holding it. He's got his gun on the dude the whole time. And he's like, "You got him?" He's like, "I got him."
Yeah, exactly.
Dude,
that's what it is. Yeah. That was a good scene. Like it was building up, and I was like, "Coming a baby crying and shit." And then
that fucking guy on the roof thought he was hot shit, man.
Oh, that didn't remind me of like a joke or like some of the facial expressions he was doing. It was kind of weird, but it was funny. Yeah, I wasn't expecting them to like pull him up, but he's like hanging on the rope and help him up, and then he's like, "Oh, what do you?" And he's like, "I'm gonna get out, whatever," because he was gonna arrest him and.
When Costner
right off the fucking building,
you talk about big balls, big balls.
Uh-huh.
When Kevin Costner walks in and he just goes, this is right after the guy dies in the elevator. We're gonna put spoilers up now, but we're talking Untouchables. But we already spoiled it. But the guy dies in the elevator. Okay.
Yeah.
I love when he goes and he's just like. You remember he goes right there to go see Capone, and he's just like Capone.
Oh yeah, the hotel. He's like, "You killed my friend."
Pull out the gun.
Yeah, he was about to pull, and then everyone else pulling out their guns and shit. Like,
yeah,
this is how it was back then. Like
Connery stopped him. I was like, bro.
Yeah, then he stopped
Costner, dude. He had the biggest set of balls on him in this movie.
To go up to Al Capone, like, which is obviously a famous.
He's just like, you motherfucker. Like, oh man, I love that.
He's like, oh fuck your family. And then Sean Connery's pulling him back.
Yeah, dude. De Niro, man. De Niro and Costner and the Sean.
Yeah, I mean, those are great actors right there.
Yeah, Patricia Clarkson, like, man, good stuff.
Yeah. It was all good like, stuff. I really enjoyed it. So I'll definitely be getting that 4K.
Yeah.
Still looks gone, I guess. But
he hasn't seen it. Now he spoiled their shit.
Sorry.
My bad, Spooky. I'm sorry. Okay, so I wrote from the jump they kill a little kid. Like, boom, movie starts, killed.
Oh, the bomb in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
store. Yeah.
I
Jesus.
wrote Costner's Costner. He's always excellent. De Palma has to be one of the best to ever do it. I love the way Costner goes directly to Capone. Seriously though, Costner always played strong characters. He was never a pussy. He never played a bitch. He never did. I can't think of a movie where he played a bitch. People could say, "Oh, he's a bitch because he's a romantic in a lot of movies." Don't make him a bitch. Don't make him. But see, he had cojones on him. He was always a man. He acted like a man. He never played a boy or like a puss.
Yeah, like a weak. Yeah, like a
Yeah,
weird
he was a
character.
man's man. He was a man's man. Why do you think I like Costner so much? He never played a
I don't think he would even play that. He's like now this day he would have
strong-willed characters. Dude.
Yeah.
I like a man to be a man. Okay, that's what I like. Not today. A little different.
No, what?
I said it's a little different today. There's
okay. Not today.
There's a song and he's like men used to go to war, like men used to fight. And now they make memes on the internet. It's like it's so true, dude. Like just these.
That's their war. It's keyboard war. It's
it's like
they don't know anything about. And that was me too. I've never been in the military.
Like there's no fighting kids.
Yeah, like no, it's true. Yeah.
Like, I mean, I can get into that all day, but I'll stay away from that.
Yeah.
That stairwell scene in the train station is just cinematic masterpiece. Is how to make a movie. It's just perfect, beyond perfect. It doesn't get any better than that. Andy Garcia is such a quiet badass in this movie. I love how he runs up to tosses Costner the gun, catches the cart with the baby, and then holds the baby, the cart the entire time, all while aiming his gun, then takes the shot while laying on the ground. The entire scene can give any man a slight chub arrow. The final act of this movie is just remarkable. The whole third act, the last 45 minutes, it doesn't get better. Like it's a slow build a little bit.
It is a little slow, and I wasn't bored at all because I kind of like gangster type, just old school gangster type.
It's just fucking so good, dude. If I haven't seen it by now, it's my own fault. I get that, and I think some people believe that. I don't like to do that though, because I think.
No, I feel bad because I don't like,
Now I feel bad. Now I feel really bad, and I know he's like, no, don't worry about
that.
No,
I get it, but I appreciate that. But
for me, it's like. Yeah, it is a true story, and I told you that. I said that's why you're not going to see Capone. What happens to Capone?
Well, I wasn't sure of like some things. So Kevin Costner was a real treasure. He was a treasury agent.
It's Paramount Grant, so you can watch it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's Paramount. Yeah, that's true.
De Niro walking around the table with the bat is how he says during a live stream.
When he bashed that guy at the dinner table. Yeah,
the blood is all over the table.
Yeah.
So is this a 4?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, and this is one where you obviously took like 8 hours to watch this today. So
and my internet was like I was fucking up now. It was doing that too. And then you called me, so I
This is really great. Yeah, and then your mom
my mom called me.
One of those things like you liked it this much. I wonder if it could even go higher on a rewatch.
Yeah,
like where you
let's go without interruptions or
I have the 4K of Untouchables, huge De Palma mark. Yep. The Untouchables. I can't believe you never touched this film, Mizzy. Never touched Untouchables.
I haven't touched myself either. So.
Oh boy, you haven't touched yourself either. What'd you say?
Yeah, it's been about 12 hours.
Wow, y'all are on mute. I've never seen this one either. That's good. Because you muted us, and
I get that. Yeah,
I feel like because we ruined this movie for him, but still check it out. It's still good. Like I do feel bad. The reason I feel bad, and it's even though you haven't watched it in a long time, my problem is that like people could sit here and go, well, the movie's over 100 years old if it's like 1930s is 90 years old, but you could sit here and go, well, it's 90 years old. If you haven't seen it, that's your own fault. But I would say like, hey, if Spooky has avoided spoilers, now I ruined it for him. Because even though the movie's from the 90s, 88, I believe.
This is 87,
87? Okay, so he's avoided spoilers this long. And
they're almost 40 years or whatever. Yeah.
Long you would have ruined it. So I don't like that because I've avoided spoilers on 7 my whole life. And then I finally watched it. And I was like, nope, never knew what was in the box.
That's good. And you probably would have made it appreciate it a little more if you instead of knowing and waiting for something to happen or whatever.
Yeah. So Spooky, I own that, and I apologize. That's my bad, man. That was wrong of me, and I do apologize.
No, that's probably my mistake because I probably started off just saying shit.
We both. I take responsibility for that.
Oh, sorry.
I apologize because that would piss me off. So I appreciate you understanding and not getting upset with me. I agree with Connery winning an Academy Award, but De Niro deserves some recognition for his transformation.
He was good. I thought he was really good as Capone.
How about when you sliced his with the straight blade?
Yeah, I thought he was gonna fuck that guy out too. And he was like, "No, it's okay." I was like, "Uh-oh."
It's
I
a
don't
true
know, man.
real
I was worried for that guy.
You know, right? Never stop fighting till the fighting's done.
Yeah. He said that line. I like that line. Yep.
Is that's
Costner said that to Capone in the courtroom.
Yes.
When he's,
yeah, never stop fighting, and he's like, "I'll fight you," right?
yeah.
He's just getting taken away. Yeah, exactly. Have you seen all Capone with Tom Hardy?
I heard it wasn't good. I haven't
playing the part. No, Vertical Entertainment put that out though.
Yeah, I know that came out a few years
ago. Quite good, but dark. And there's a couple other ones. Like there's a bunch of Capone movies out there. There's a nice steelbook for the Untouchables out there too. Yeah, the beautiful steelbook, Anthony. I agree, and I got both of them for that one. And I had blind bought that. That was the first time watch when I watched it 2 years ago, and I was like, "Fuck, this is good." So, and Mizzy's frozen again, so he's just watching me.
So I don't know what the hell's going on here.
But I feel that and appreciate that. Appreciate you, man. Never seen 7. I don't know about the box. Oh yeah, then don't spoil it.
All right.
Shit. Okay. Did we say anything?
He's won another movie? No, I'm just kidding.
No, we didn't say anything, right?
No,
we didn't say what was in the box.
No.
That's the thing. I think everybody talks about the box, but not what's in it.
In a box, like that song.
Don't do that. Don't do that. But Jeff, I would watch it soon. That's what I did. As soon as I had told people I hadn't seen the box or 7, right away people were like excited to spoil it. So
yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. Those people are like that. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. See, this is another one, but didn't spoil it. I don't think that's rare to hear someone who didn't get 7 spoiled for him. I knew that what was in the box since I was 9 years old, and I never watched it as a result until literally last year. Yeah, Sisters is great, and Obsession. Favorite? Yeah. See, that's all De Palma as well. The Sisters.
I don't know.
I gotta see Body Double, man. I haven't seen Body.
Yeah. I'm just trying to see that. Yeah.
I'm not tripping, Prince. Why did Prince? Jeff, you got to be tripping. He said, "I am not tripping, Prince."
Oh, okay.
Dressed to Kill, Body Double, versus Kate. LOL, Jeff's just like, "I am not tripping, Prince." That's great. Oh, that's great. Okay, so that was number 3 is going to be the Untouchables. So we got 3 4-stars on here. Okay, all right. Let's see if
we'll see.
Well,
my next one's a 3. I forgot I messed up on the list.
No, you get the fuck. Shut up, bitch. I'll smack the hell out.
Yo, you want to go, bitch? Yeah, all right.
Bitch, please.
Yeah.
All right, but number 2, I think I'm shocked. I'm really shocked. I'm not shocked by the one. I actually have one of these as your number 1, but
I figured you probably do.
Dude, I don't understand how one of these is number 2. I think I know what your number 1 is, but right now I'm shocked that this is number 2.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. I think I know what it is. I got my finger over it.
Yeah, I know. We were talking about Italian horror, and Bob said, I told him I've never seen any, and I said, hey, he said Tenebrae. Let's go.
Yep. So I teased it earlier, and we got Tenebrae, man.
Bro, I was really surprised how much I like this. I don't know. Like,
dude, you're a slasher fan. This is a slasher.
I am. That's true.
Like,
that is true.
To me, I've heard somebody say this isn't horror, and I disagree.
Oh, really? Okay.
I think it's just straight slasher. This is like slasher, boom, straight up old school slasher. Like,
yeah,
man.
And I was worried about the dubbing we were talking about and shit like that. It didn't really bother me as much as I thought it would. So
because it's mixed. Do you see how it's mixed?
Yeah, it's like for sure. You can definitely I could tell because John Saxon is not speaking Italian. I don't think, or you know what I mean. Or,
if you want to know what's in the box, there's a great Justin Timberlake.
That's like the dick in the box. That's what it is. What it is, Joe? Well, what's that?
Well, it's a great thing. Well, Anthony.
What?
Hell yeah, Tenebrae 4 out of 5. Tenebrae. No, I haven't seen it yet, but Tenebrae might be a 5 out of 5 for me. Spooky says. At least I can't spoil this one for Spooky. Never seen Tenebrae. Just finished.
Okay, well, spoilers.
Top tier Argento. Joe or Jeff. I always say Joe.
Don't listen. Yeah, I don't. Well, you say John Doe
because it says Joe's John Doe, you know, and then you got Joe right here. Tenebrae is 4.5. So is this a 4 or 4.5?
I put it as a 4, so I'll
Okay, I got it as a 4 too.
Okay.
We're gonna put spoilers up for Tenebrae here. I'm gonna put it up on the screen so you know what we're talking about here. But I think it's safe to just dive into spoilers. I don't
Yeah,
like I did with
I'm gonna get into like the story or whatever,
Jeff in particular. So
Yeah, for sure.
All right. All right. Number 1 does not surprise me.
I figured you knew that. I know.
I guess like
No.
yeah, I'm glad.
I'm just gonna see what your ranking is because you're saying you're surprised with some of them.
No, yeah, we'll see. You'll see.
Yeah,
there was some that I'm blown away by.
Yeah, I think people on the stage was higher for you. For me.
Yeah, no, it was surprised by that, man.
Hey,
So I wrote, here's what I wrote about Tenebrae, and I feel like I need to say this before you talk about it. I wrote, I get this movie is slow and you might not enjoy it, but at the bare minimum, the score and especially some of the camera shots as they die, incredible. And then I wrote the one with the sheet and shows her face as he rips the sheet open. And then I wrote, plus I figured you would like all the boobs in this one. I know you're big on boobs, so I tried to give my guests what they'll enjoy.
That helps for sure.
I think Mizzy will appreciate some tits. I like.
Like
I know people are like, oh, well, when I recommended movies to Tony, I didn't give him any boobs, just a couple penises, and that wasn't intentional. That was
what I don't know. You skip for all his penises. I was like, what?
Look, when I gave Tony, I try to give people what they enjoy. Right?
Oh yeah.
So when I gave Tony a recommendation list, I didn't give him any boobs. There wasn't a single nipple on any of the movies I gave him, except there was some penises, which was 28 Days Later. Outside of that, I was like, hey, I try to listen to what people want and try not to give them what they don't want. So I was like, Mizzy likes boobs. I hope I think he'll appreciate that at least.
I mean, they were good looking women. Yeah, like Italian women.
Grade A boobs in Tenebrae.
Spooky nose.
I like boobs as much as any other guy, and Dave's an ass guy. I'm an ass guy, right? But I don't need breasts in movies. Okay, I don't care about it. But I think some people enjoy boobs in movies, and like you could say, "Oh, that's a person's a pervert." It's like, hey, you know what? For me, I want to give my guests what they like, and Mizzy likes boobs, so let's give Mizzy boobs. Like
killing the boobs, can't go wrong. So yeah,
exactly. The music in Tenebrae is fire. Exactly,
bro. That score was very intense. Yeah, like if all his films are like that, I don't know. I've never seen any of Argento's other, and I'm very interested in watching some of these now. You have to tell me which one I should start with next. After
I don't like Phenomena, so Phenomena is not. It's not a slasher. Phenomena is not a slasher.
Is that the one who's on the cover? The young girl.
Conley.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Deep Red is a slasher. I've heard Deep Red is a slasher, and I have to watch.
I would stick with that.
I think Deep Red is something that I would like. Suspiria is. I've been told I don't know if I like. Suspiria.
I see on the remake some of it. I can't get it.
I've heard the score for Suspiria is one of the best soundtracks you'll ever watch ever. Okay. It has some of the best music. This in the Synapse Films 4K that they put out. I don't have the right sound setup for it. I'm not a crazy about that stuff, and I just soundbar. I live in an apartment.
That's something.
But I've heard that the sound.
The sound alone.
Suspiria is like worldly.
I might have to check that out too.
But I think it's the best 4K ever. I've heard that Suspiria, Synapse, and look, I know Synapse Films does better work than anybody because if you look at Tenebrae, you don't own it, but
I'm definitely gonna get it.
It's 4K for Tenebrae. Because they partnered with Arrow Video for the release of this, like they both work together. So Tenebrae is Synapse Films, and Arrow Video put out the UK version of Tenebrae.
Oh, so is there a version I should get? Because I just see like the flip.
I used to listen to Synapse Films podcast, and he talked. One of the guy talked about working with Arrow Video and how much fun it was, and how they would love.
Oh, that's awesome. Maybe there'll be more.
I would love to see more work with them in the future.
Yeah, that's good.
But dude, they killed it, and it's such a beautiful release. Nice hard box, limited edition set. It's
is it gone? Probably, right?
I think so, but you could still get a nice slipcover with it.
Yeah, I see the slipcover is still out there.
The slipcover's got beautiful artwork.
Yeah, it does. That straight blade. I was like, you with the straight blade there. That he's on the cover.
Yeah, I use the straight blade every time I shave.
You better be careful.
I slice my thumb open. But yeah, I don't know this movie. Go ahead and talk about it. So
Oh, I did. Okay, let's got a couple of points I'll touch on. Yeah, score was awesome. The kills are great. I did not see, the ending. I didn't see that it was the writer. I didn't see that he was actually the killer.
you got
Oh,
screws on?
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, yeah. You jumped. You were like,
I was
all
like,
right. Sorry, I'll say something before that. That dog in that movie. Holy, what the fuck was that dog on? Like,
no, bro.
the dog was like jumping up, scaling, but just like
Dude, that scene is so good. You know, when I
girl,
rewatched it,
they
I was
do.
like, this is close to a 4.5. Like,
It might be the one I'm talking about. It. I'm like,
you know, that's what how some of these streams go. When I do it, I'm like, I've had it happen, like an officer and a gentleman. I find a way to
mhm.
bring that up every stream I know.
I
Y'all
know.
can kiss my ass, I don't care. But I swear when I watch that, I'm just like, this movie, like, I don't know, man. Tenebrae could be up there like four and a
It
half.
could, I could see myself actually reversing these.
Yeah, I love slashers,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Like
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for slasher, so I think I'll start with Deep Red next, maybe to get into ease into that. But yeah, I like to, So there was one guy that was killing, right, and then he kind of did he kind of like set him up or something, like, and then you know what I'm talking about, the kid that goes into the house and he kills.
Oh yeah, that scene. Yeah, and then
Yeah,
they
you know
like,
what I'm talking about, and
yeah,
then
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, The- I,
or am I wrong? Maybe I'm wrong about that.
I felt bad for the girl that got chased by the dog.
Yeah, she got pretty. Yeah, she got mauled, and
Bro,
yeah,
she got mauled by the
she was
fucking
like
dog.
17 or something in the movie. Supposedly, she was a young girl, and
I felt bad for her.
yeah, that was an intense scene. Just that dog was fucking crazy. That
Yeah,
was
Cujo, man.
yeah, yeah, exactly. It's
Fucking
like who just
Cujo.
got nothing on this dog. Yeah, I just really, I don't know. I can't say enough. This would definitely be a buy for me.
I feel like right now this needs to like I don't want to spoil my ranking for you, but like I actually have this lower than I was expecting. I thought this would
No,
should be above Rush, and I have it below
oh,
Rush.
okay.
Like, but I don't know. I
Because you
mean,
thought because of demons, I think that's probably.
I think it's easier rewatch though.
Oh yeah. Oh,
It's
the Rush.
demon. What'd you say? It's
Well, the other one that remember I watched, you said I didn't like it. Like if you're easing into Italian horror, that movie we watched, Demon, is it called?
Yeah, demon. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think because
So you like zombie and you like Tenebrae.
yeah,
Good, and you like Cannibal Holocaust.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I
So
mean, I would watch Tenebrae over Cannibal Holocaust again, but
demons just didn't work for you.
I don't know. I'm telling you, I think it was.
This motherfucker keeps freezing. I'm gonna smack the man. I'm sitting up here talking to myself. Mizzy's looking like this.
I don't know what the fuck is going on there. I'm sorry. I'm
You look like me with the freezing, like I used to do. If
I
I've
know.
been Joe said I don't freeze like as much when
No,
I
I
move.
haven't noticed like how.
I
That
don't
was
know.
like
It's the
weeks
weirdest
ago.
thing. I don't plug in directly since moving into this bedroom. Now I don't freeze. It's the weirdest
Yeah,
thing.
maybe it's got better reception or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. So, what were we just saying?
I was
So,
about to say, man, if you keep fucking freezing, I'm gonna smack the black off you.
fucking smack Comcast. What the fuck? Pay that goddamn overpriced bills. Bro, I had to beg and plead to get my internet back
I
from
was
this.
like, I hope he doesn't cancel me after I say that.
All right, we'll talk backstage.
Oh, jeez. Right. But yeah, so it was good. What'd you think of the ending? The last bit, like, he's not dead. That fucking knife.
Yeah, and then he's not. Yeah, and then it comes back. Yeah, that was cool too.
Yeah, and then he fucks him up, and then man, she just gets lucky at the end.
Yeah, and then the girl comes back. Yeah, she comes in. I thought she was gonna get it too.
But she's annoying. Her scream is a little rough.
Okay, yeah.
Screaming. I was like, man, I got to turn this down. It was late. I was like, this is tough for me to listen to. But yeah, this is a good one though.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I can understand that.
All right. Anything else you want to say on Tenebrae?
No, really enjoyed it. No,
I'm sure we'll talk about it with the chat here. Let me get the spoiler banner off the screen. No more spoilers. Catch up with the chat here. Goblin slayed that score. Yeah, so Goblin score is
okay.
I think Goblin does Suspiria as well. Great A boobs and Tenebrae, yeah. So I think he does Suspiria as well. Goblin does. Tenebrae is a 4.5 out of 5. Deep Red, my favorite Dario, Joe says. The music in Tenebrae is fire. Haha, take your time, Anthony. Chapter 2 is already coming. Trauma is a good one, Jeff. You would like the Stendhal syndrome. Stendhal? Sorry, guys, I'm not. Jeff, how do magnets work? Tenebrae's great. Mizzy liked them big old titties.
That's right, Anthony.
Do it, man. Yep. Anthony knows it. He's
Yeah,
got a
you know.
winky face too.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I was. Hey, Anthony, I knew what I figured. We both
It
knew.
helps, but I mean, if it weren't there, I'd still really love the movie.
Yeah, no, but
You know
like
what I mean?
Anthony and I know your taste, man. I
Yeah.
still have boobs. I still have to watch Trauma. Christy says Deep Red, my favorite Argento to Joe. Okay, Deep Red, yeah. The actor in here is also in House of the Edge of the Park. Which one, Chris?
Oh, the writer?
Hey, what the fudge did you say? Goblin scores. Well, Mizzy has good taste.
Thank you.
Hey, they are big. I guess it's okay to talk NSFW stuff. And listen,
Yeah,
outside
this is Bob Shanley. You should know this by now, friends. Yeah.
what is the abbreviation for that?
Not safe for work.
Oh, okay. I guess it's okay to talk. Yeah, for sure. Came in just in time for movie talk. Look,
Yeah.
what the funny thing is, Nikki's been quiet ever since the boobies, which I understand, right? Why is she going to perk up and talk about that stuff,
Sure.
right? She's, she probably hasn't seen Tenebrae. Maybe she has. I don't know if Nikki has. I don't know if Italian horror is her kind of thing, but I got all guys in my chat, right? Like my demographic is not mostly movies. I do apologize for Allie watching.
Yeah, sorry, ladies. Yeah.
We're talking about that and stuff, but like just let the
When
guys.
you're on, you can talk about penises or something. Or butts. I don't know.
let the guys have a couple moments, like to ourselves. So Deep Red with hard eyes, perfect timing, Huck. Deep Red is a giallo, but heavy slasher elements. Yeah, but you're saying a giallo can't be considered horror though? Right on time, Huckster. Suspiria is a masterpiece all around. Spooky says, agree, spooky. Chris C. Hashtag booby trap. You need to watch the Suspiria remake, at least Bob for your girl. I do. I need to see both.
Yeah, you haven't seen that. Even I've seen that. Yeah,
The reason I didn't watch the Suspiria remake before is because somebody told me it wouldn't be fair for you to watch the remake before you see the original. Like it's something you just because they were like if in the off chance you do love the original and then you go or you love the remake and then you go watching the original after, you might not feel.
I know it's not the same type. I've heard it's very takes liberties or so.
I have to. In Suspiria remakes Luca, the guy Luca, whatever.
Oh, well, yeah, okay. Whatever. Yeah,
I like Challengers. I think Challengers. So at the bare minimum with the Suspiria remake, knowing Luca directed it, I feel like there's going to be great cinematography.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
It's uniquely different, and I heard Dakota Johnson has red hair in it, so I'm up for that. I need to rewatch the Suspiria remake. I haven't seen it since theaters. We got Horror Dude in the chat. That Horror Dude says, "Yo, Spooky Nerd Club says you guys might like Four Flies on Grey Velvet." There's another Argento. Severin put that one out. That was the one that pissed off a lot of fans because they were like, "This isn't a fucking slip box." Everybody, based on the picture Severin showed, it looked like it was going to be a slip box. It was a slip cover, and it pissed a lot of people off. And then they were like, "Oh, it's going to be a Black Friday special," and then they had it in like conventions, and everybody was pissed off.
Oh wow! Oh shit!
Yeah, so they called them liars, and then that was when they went on their podcast and called us slipcover enthusiasts. Severin did a podcast and called us slipcover enthusiasts.
Well, they should be knocking their.
You guys are talking shit about slipcover enthusiasts. That's half your business.
Yeah, why would I don't be talking shit about my customers?
Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, they did that, and a lot of fans off. I like Four Flies, but not my favorite is the Animal Trilogy. But comedy in it is kind of a turn off, but it's still very good. Definitely, Spooky says, Bob, have you ever seen The Postman? No, I have not seen The Postman. I've heard terrible things. John Doe Juggalo says, Smack Comcast.
Yeah, they suck.
Christy says, I have that Synapse release of Tenebrae. It's beautiful. I thought the end scream was great. Chris says,
it didn't bother me. No.
Demon was directed by Lombardo Bava. Dario was just a producer, so the vision really came off from Bava, which is why it might feel different than Dario films. I love Demons. Love the Demons films like two more than one. Okay. Hot take, I really like Demons, but Demons 2 was weak. It's a lot of the same. I feel like it's very similar. It just takes place in an apartment, like your condo,
a movie theater or whatever.
My bad, Chris. Can't argue that. Spooky. LOL. Laugh a lot of respect your opinion, deadly. The only Argento-ish movie I've ever seen was Dawn of the Dead, which you could arguably not even count since he only produced it, as far as I know. Sorry, Ellie and Nikki. Chrissy says, yep. And Ashley might be watching the replay, so I apologize to her on behalf as well. Luca G, oh yeah, girls love movies too, though.
I mean, some do. Yeah.
Some do. Let me tell you, Ellie's made it very clear she doesn't care about boobs in movies. So you remember when we were talking about Sydney Sweeney, and she was like, she's more than just a breast size. So
yes.
Exactly. Yep. Yes. I'm a rate kill 4.5 out of Bob. Pressure me no more. Nice kills 4.5. Never seen the Demons movies, but have the double pack. Jeff, get on those. Prince 4.5. I'll approve. I approve. That's
for Kill the movie that just came out.
Kill. Yeah, he just watched.
You recommended that to him?
Okay. Yeah, he just saw it not too long.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it's a great movie.
All right, number 1. You ready to dive into it?
Ready.
All right, go ahead, and I guess it made my life really easy. I didn't have to. There was no confusion with this, but go ahead, because a lot of people. I was hoping. A part of me was hoping you would go back to back with these, because it would.
Well, sorry, I know.
And I did better tonight than I did with Nikki with the way back and the way back.
Right. Yeah, unfortunately, didn't work out that way.
Dropped the ball on that one quite a bit. Sorry, Nikki.
Oh, well, that too with the you can fuck it up.
Yeah, I did. I fucked up like 3 times. Nikki was gonna murder me. I'm sorry, Nikki. But we've got Revenge.
Yeah.
But it's not the Revenge with Kevin Costner. I gave him both Revenge movies. I gave him 2 Revenge movies, and I was like, okay, we need to make sure I don't fuck this up like I did with Nikki. Well, so
no,
it worked out. I didn't screw anything up tonight. I actually did good. But yeah, Sydney Sweeney has a beautiful face. If you take away the beautiful tatas, LOL, still has a beautiful face. Jeff, get on those. She is quite pretty. Yes.
Chris
pretty. Yahoo, Revenge. I have this film, but did not have watched it yet, Chris says. It's a fun double feature, Juggalo. I love those films, mostly the first one, which would be never seen the Demons movies. Okay. It is a fun double feature. I agree, but have the double pack. Got to watch them, Jeff. Got to watch them. Jeff, get on those. Chris says, make a sequel called Revenges with the girl from this and Kevin Costner. All right. Some revenge. It is your number 1. How many stars?
Number 1. It's a very high 4. Yeah.
Okay, 4. So no 4.
Sorry, no 5s today, but
that's okay. Now we're discussing the Revenge 2017. No, well, I didn't get any 5s last time.
I don't think I ever get. I don't get 5s.
The Unbelievable Defeat of Mr. and Pete got a 4.5 from you last time.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're right. Yeah. So that was close. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this.
I gave this 4 stars as well. So we were pretty
okay.
Tenebrae I gave 4 stars too. Untouchables I gave 4.5. But yeah.
Okay.
So so go ahead. I got a lot of notes for this.
I figured you do. Like I have a few, but I've been needing to watch this. I've had this, and then after the substance, I think you asked me before that came out, but.
Oh man, I forgot there's some notes on here where I feel like I should have a woman on here to give her perspective.
Oh, okay.
I feel like I gotta tread carefully on some of my thoughts on this topic, but I wrote like a fucking page-long paragraph.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Just one note. That's just one bullet point.
Oh wow.
Sometimes I start writing. You know how I am with these things.
You're like you could have been a writer in another life or something.
Like I used to write a lot. That's just damn straight. That's just one movie.
Was that like talk to text, or was that like
no, I write all this. It's on Evernote I use. But no, I used to write a ton. I thought I kind of wanted to write. I used to love to write.
Oh, you should. You were good. I mean, I see you in the group chats. You write a lot. Yeah. What do you I think some colors like the blues and pinks, down to like your earrings, the iPod, you know what I mean, like the windows in the house, and I don't know. It's very. They stand out too. The shade of blue and the hot pink or whatever.
That director, she's.
Bro, yeah. I can't pronounce her name, but
Corley Fargy.
Yeah,
thank you, Holland Oates, who was the one who told us how to pronounce that.
Okay, thank you.
Because Gizmo told us it was, I don't even fucking remember what he said. He said something ass out there. I was like, Holland might remember what Gizmo said.
Yeah.
But
Charlie Fargy. Okay, French girl. Yeah. I love how it's very close up shots. Loves the food. It's funny because I told you Nick I got this and recently, and he was loving it too. He's like, yeah, she does love the fucking those close-up shots. Yeah, some of them.
Food going in the mouth. Yeah,
The
Dennis.
sound and like some of the like even her like with the bone crunching or whatever. Like she's well, yeah. So I don't know spoilers or anything, but
Speak clear, Mizzy. No mumbling.
she's her. Yeah. She shut up. She gets her tired.
Sometimes, Bo, I feel like you're nervous a little. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm nervous. I don't know. Yeah, I'm trying to think of the right things to say. No, just saying how like crunching sound, like body crushing, the close-ups. Can definitely tell. I said as the same director as the Substance. She was just badass too. This girl in here, like there's only like 4 characters, like right. That's it. I think. Yeah, and so it takes its time. It's gonna obviously take its time to build up, and her have to go on each.
You just have to suspend belief in this one.
Yeah, I've read some reviews about, which is kind of true.
The tree
gets impaled, and
you just have to suspend that belief.
Yeah,
I think Vin watched it, and his biggest complaint.
I read his. Yeah.
Hard Copy Blues was, where did the scar go? Like,
right. I didn't really notice that at first, but I'm like, oh yeah, like she would have a big hole in her or something, right? You know, I guess she's wearing a shirt. I don't know, like, was she wearing a shirt? Like, was it always like a bikini type thing or something? You could see like her back and
she ripped her shirt. She had like and then she ends up putting on something different later on. Kind of like rigs it to like where it's comfortable for her or whatever. So she could put the ammunition on her shoulder and stuff.
Yeah, that was cool. That tattoo scene was cool. I like those,
Yeah, there's a. I'll get into it. Do you mind if I?
Yeah, no, you're better.
You feel free to interrupt at any time.
Sure.
You kind of even told me you said you didn't have a lot of notes. Okay, I wrote, so the apple rotting has an underlying theme there. I can't quite figure out what it is, but that apple rotting definitely means more to this movie. There's a lot. This director is so smart. She's probably my favorite female director, along with like Jennifer Kent, Riley Pierce, Catherine Bigelow. I'll be up there. But I think she's the best. She's got such a damn great future in filmmaking, I hope. But there's something there. Maybe the apple rotting definitely means
I'm sure there was like a meaning to it, like I said.
But all right. But please just let me read all this before the chat harps on me. And I hope I reworded this. I don't think I did. I don't. Oh man, this is okay. So this. I don't know why I need to get into this, but it's just something I noticed, and I don't know if other people notice this, but it's impossible not to notice, okay? And what I really like about Corleone Fargi is I feel like she makes a feminist movie the right way. She doesn't make an anti-men movie that I like. I don't get that from her message. The way Blink Twice was anti-men, I don't get that from Corleone Fargi.
Okay. Yeah,
I don't feel like she's like, I hate men. Let me make a movie like Black Christmas where I could just rip men to pieces.
Yeah, even like the dialogue of that was just about F men and
yeah. So I don't get that at all from her, and I feel like she's still empowering women in her movies. So, anyways, I'm just gonna say it because it's impossible not to notice as a man. She seduces the hell out of his friends. Okay.
Yeah.
She dances on and in front of them. She wears very revealing clothing. Now, that's absolutely zero excuse for his friends to do what they did. Well, the one friend. But my point is she's under the influence of alcohol, I'm assuming. I'm pretty sure she is that night.
Yeah.
And I truly believe she made poor decisions. She's around 3 men and she dances for them seductively. She's having a good time and there's no reason or excuse to sexually push yourself on her, okay, which was the next morning. I'm going to get more into this. No means no. But I also think in certain situations, women have to guard themselves better, which is why we talk about women at parties by themselves getting really drunk is not safe for women, right? Because you're drunk, you're intoxicated, you know what I mean? So like she's around 3 men. One she thinks is going to protect her, but obviously the next morning he's not there, obviously.
Yeah.
But I get she's just having a good time. And what I'm saying probably makes me sound awful, but I noticed that about this movie, and you can clearly see the next morning she was very creeped out and uncomfortable being around him. I'm assuming she was drunk the night before when she was dancing, and you can see how bothered he was. She's totally not paying him any attention. She was on her phone and clearly that like pissed off when she's at the table with him.
Yeah.
He's just like, it's so awkward.
She's trying to talk to her and she's just kind of
so she's not interested. But he's so like gung ho from the
He's
night
going
before.
off from the night before that, oh,
So
she's
turned
into
on
me.
still. He's like, I need to see what she's probably like. Like, I need some of this. Like,
Mm-hmm.
he was seductively dancing on me. I want this. So, like, of course, that's and as I rewatch this, all I can see now is how uncomfortable she was around him. He made her so uncomfortable. So as I sit back and I rewatched it, I realized that, yeah, she was clearly under the influence and probably regrets dancing on him. But I think that's why it's discussed so often about how careful women have to be. Don't get drunk around only men, constantly guarding yourself, because yes, sick ass men like that do exist for sure.
Oh, yeah.
I hate the saying like all men are bad or all men are rapists, because I don't agree with that at all.
No.
But obviously he was a piece of shit.
Mm-hmm.
I love how she hurts his fragile ego by calling him short.
Yeah, that was I
Too
like
small.
taller guys.
Too
Yeah.
small.
Yeah.
He even brings up when she seemed to like him the night before. He says that to her. You seem to like me the night before. He's like, and he asks, did his height change? Do you remember that? He says, did my height change?
Yeah.
So he explains, he explains how her dancing on him turned him on. He says it. He clearly is desperate and wants her. He gets his idea in his head that she wanted him too because of the night before, but she doesn't. She's sober the next morning. She's uncomfortable around him. Her boyfriend is not there, and so he takes advantage of it. He's a piece of shit, obviously. And then his own friend walks in with that mouth chewing scene.
Ian, yeah.
Yeah,
He
and
doesn't rape her though. He doesn't.
he walks out, and then he
walked out, just turned the music up, and yeah.
And this is how you make a rape revenge movie. There's no nudity in this movie. There's no sexual content. Really, not.
It's not even that a big of a. I don't want to say it's not a big of a rape scene.
Boyfriend, but there's not a single moment of sexual assault showed on TV. But it's implied, and as an audience, we know.
Mm-hmm.
And so I feel like
you will know, yeah.
And I feel like this, and it comes from a director, a female director, and I think that maybe we need to see if it's done like this. We need to see some more rape revenge movies done by a female, because she made this really good. She directed the fuck out of this movie. She knew what she was doing. She's really good with the camera. She's great. She's so good, Corley Fargy. And I just think that maybe that's why we get it the way we get it, because it's a woman's perspective. We don't need to always see the sexual assault. I like The Last House on Left.
I spit on your grave.
I don't need to see 45 minutes of it.
Right.
It's sometimes it's even uncomfortable for me to sit through, and I'm just like, can this end? Can we start watching her cut penises off and kill these guys and put a shotgun up their ass and stuff like that? That's fun. But so I think this was done so well, and I think it's because it's from a female's perspective.
That's a very good point. Yeah,
Nikki's probably the only female that might be in the chat right now. I don't know if she's seen this. Ellie will probably check out the replay and have an opinion, so I'm looking forward to Ellie's opinion on this.
Okay.
Because I was like, when I was writing it, I was like, man, okay. And the main guy that she was there with, trying to basically bribe her with money. Remember, he's like, he's like, I could bribe you with money, and not wanting to snitch or get his friends in trouble. Then he proceeds to say, "You're too damn beautiful. It's hard to resist you." And I think that's the problem, that some men, you can't use that as an excuse. Just like, yes, I was writing, she was drunk and she was wearing seductive clothes and she was dancing on him. None of those are ever sexually assault a woman.
Yeah, no, of course not.
No matter what. But I also do understand that I think as a guy, it can be difficult when women are wearing very, very, very seductive clothing. It makes it hard not to notice.
I think we all
want us there. Like, it's right in your face. Like, I go to the gym and you could see butt cheeks through some of these shorts, and it's just like, does a guy appreciate it? Yes, he's not blind. A straight man notices and enjoys that stuff, like we talked about with boobs, right? A guy notices, he loves it, sure. But I think it makes it difficult if he doesn't want to lust after her, if he doesn't want to look at her that way. You know what I mean? And as somebody who used to go to church and dealt with stuff like that, like, some men are truly proactively trying to bounce their eyes and not look at women. And so I think when women are wearing certain clothing, it makes it very difficult on some men not to look. I know it's not an excuse, and there's a difference between looking and staring, but it's hard. like the clothes women wear today does not make it easy.
You got to be careful today.
Yeah. And that's why I really like some of the old school, like these 50s movies. I'm just like, man, they're clothed from head to toe and they are
those none of the
beautiful.
You might pay a compliment or something to a woman.
Grace Kelly, beautiful.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's natural. She didn't need to be.
Never had to show anything.
Yeah.
Dad always talks about that. He's like, man, she doesn't need to show anything. He'll say. Alicia Cuthbert, Girl Next Door, perfect example. Never showed any nudity.
No nude at all.
The character was better for it to not show nudity.
So, yeah, I think if she just did all, it wouldn't kind of
right. It loses
the same effect. Yeah, it wouldn't have
to Ben is maybe I don't want to say innocent, but we could talk about that another day when we.
Yeah, that's another day.
I love the shot of all of them running, just how different they all run. Like the guy in the back. And what they look like. I forgot how amazing she is at directing. Like, love the shot at the standing on the edge of the cliff. It just pans around. Like, this woman just, and look, this is a 4 for me, and Substance was a 4 for me. This is very much could be a 4.5. I'll explain why it's not a 4.5. In Substance, I would not disagree with somebody that said this or The Substance are both masterpieces, because I think they're both borderline masterpieces. They can be considered it. I love this director. I can't necessarily pinpoint or figure out every metaphor or theme in the movie, but I think there's a lot of them, from the ant to the rotting of the apple to the piece of glass in the foot. I've heard the analogy of the piece of the glass in the foot could almost mean like a vagina. There's blood, and the way he's trying to pull it out, and it's something he doesn't want, just like she didn't want to
be raped.
Somebody had pointed that out to me, and I thought it was really interesting.
I like that,
it's shaped like a vagina, the way the
cut is, it kind of is.
The way the glass is in there, and he's digging and everything. I found that to be really fascinating. So I really tried to pay attention to that and see if I could catch it. I don't know if anybody else in the chat wanted.
I like that.
Oh my gosh, that scene of the blood dripping in slow motion on the ant is so incredible. That was amazing. Oh, another thing that makes this movie so much better is that the rape is all done off screen. We don't need to see what's happening to get the picture. We know and can hear what is happening. We don't need to see it happen. And that makes this even more classy and well done than others that came before it. And I'm a big fan of the subgenre of rape revenge. I love watching the revenge. It's fantastic. Let me be clear. But this is done even better than those. It's done in better taste. Viewers don't always have to be subjected to sitting through a 10 to 30 minute rape scene. It wasn't necessary in this movie, and the director clearly shows that you don't need it. And the point is clear. The glass scene could also tie into when she pulls the branch out of her stomach. It's very similar.
Oh yeah, okay.
I love the director so much because I feel like this is a feminist movie, but it's not necessarily anti-men. It's done right. I think she shows a lot. She reveals that men are pigs, and that she also was seductive and a tease. I think this director, I don't feel like at any point the director ever says "fuck men." Like,
that's what I said. Yeah, no, I never got that.
Substance. I never get that idea, and I think her message is very clear, and I think it's well done, and I think it was in The Substance as well. Because in a movie like Black Christmas, even Blink Twice, I feel like she's like, all men are rapists. In Blink Twice, that's the message I get. If a man could get away with this, they would.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. I think they say that too.
Yeah, and I just don't. I don't agree with that.
And Black Christmas, don't give it Black Christmas.
They can promise you a person, everybody in my damn chat, for instance, but like a person like Corey, Tony. No, that's why all men are not.
No. I mean, come on, we'd all be in jail, locked up.
Corey and Tony, you don't get nicer people than that. Jeff, dude, I've met these guys. They are as nice as can be. Beyond the women thing, like Corey, Jeff, and Tony would give the shirt off their back. Like,
100%.
Yeah, and Johnny, he could say what he wants in the damn chat, but that motherfucker, he's a teddy bear. Don't let him.
He's a teddy bear.
He's a damn teddy bear, and he knows it. He's like, gosh damn it, Bob. He's sitting there right now. He's like, that reputation.
That's no motto there, yes.
This, just like The Substance, are so close to 4.5s for me, but in this one, that entire dream sequence bothers me a bit. It feels so out of place. It was slightly repetitive. I hate when you show the same thing happen twice.
Oh, in the cave, and then she wakes.
Yeah, and then she wakes again.
Yeah, they did it like twice, right?
Yeah, rinse and repeat. That annoys me a bit. That's probably why it moves it to a 4. If somebody
really just that little couple.
If somebody could explain what that dream sequence meant more, then maybe it would be higher for me. But as it stands, I gotta give it a 4.
4.
Yeah, it's a damn near 4.5. Like this and The Substance are damn.
Yeah, it's up there. It could be like I think both Tenebrae and this
Yeah.
a 4.5.
And this is something I've had a conversation with Tony, and Tony does not like penis or nudity in his
There's
movies.
penis in this one too at the end.
Yeah,
Actually,
but
no.
Tony said that the way this movie was done didn't even really bother him that much because it made sense. Like movies like raunchy comedies in the 70s. Their kids are okay, I heard a friend once tell me that he believes Friday the 13th was the first ever slasher movie because he believes a slasher means characters exist only to be killed off. That's what he
Yeah,
thinks.
you're not supposed to. You don't really care about them, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I agree. Friday the 13th is kind of that way. They exist to be killed.
Sure.
And I think of movies, and I enjoy them, but like I think of movies like Private School, Animal House. The women in those movies, for the most part, at least in the 70s, for the most part, and I could get shit for this, I feel like they exist to show boobs and to be locker room scenes and to be camera goos and gays for men. You know what I mean? And like, I feel like that's how some movies are made. And so I don't know. I just,
I mean, I can agree with you.
Yeah,
that too. The whole ending with them.
Like this one that didn't feel
around the house.
Yeah, it didn't feel like, oh, this man could have underwear on. He literally did.
Well, he was in the shower, literally.
He was in the shower, got out.
He hears a noise, and
then she shoots him. Exactly.
I mean, he was wearing a towel. Oh no, he wasn't wearing a towel.
It makes sense.
But yeah, it does. Yeah.
Practical effects in this are awesome. All right, Revenge is such a crazy badass film. Jen is one hell of a final girl. She sure is.
Yeah.
She is beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah, I don't her name, but
you have to suspend reality, but still great. Exactly. The one scene you have to suspend reality. Mizzy, can we get a shot of the collection real quick? He doesn't have his collection.
Yeah, no, they're all
coming over in December to help him. Yeah, I would know about writing a lot. My recent review for Spider-Man 2, when I rewatched that movie, was practically a college essay in terms of how long it was. And I like that. I think that's so cool.
Oh yeah, no, I wish I would have had away awards like that.
Deadly Spooky. Spidey 2 is my favorite superhero movie of all time. See, I don't keep my notes, but I could always go back to these streams. I could always go back to these streams if I wanted to. So Spidey 2 is my favorite superhero movie of all time. I haven't seen Revenge. Jen's boyfriend in the movie is the biggest asshole ever. Even the guy that raped her felt more guilt than the douchebag boyfriend did. What a piece of shit. Agreed.
That was kind of like, oh yeah, the boyfriend, he wasn't there, but then he was just like, no, fuck that,
yeah. He was a big douche. It helps Corley Fergie was also the writer. Yep. She wrote it. She edits her movies. She man.
She does like everything with her movies. Yeah.
That's why it takes a long time. Maybe she can do a Hills Have Eyes movie. I think she'd be a good fit. Hell yeah, I'd be up for that. I have not seen this. I just watched Spit on Your Grave with Joe Bob Briggs commentary today. Nice. Not on the Arrow release. No, not because that's never mind. Last House on Left I watched commentary once for. I'm sorry, I'm mistaken that one. Which I Spit on Your Grave. I'm curious. Is it the? I'm assuming the original. You got to tell me which release that was for. Still waiting on the review for Rape is a Circle, Bob.
Yeah.
I don't think that's gonna happen. I have the Spit on Your Grave. Irreversible is another disturbing one. Yeah, it's a tough watch for sure. Spooky Nerd Club. That's Gasper No, by the way. That's
okay. That's Climax, guys.
Yeah, you know what? Gasper No might be the next one on your next list. Yeah. Well, so maybe I should just do
a bunch. Feel like you fucked up like the Climax movie? I swear to God, I felt like I was tripping on drugs too.
Yeah, you do. You feel like you're on acid. I feel like I should just recommend a bunch of Gasper No titles to you. What do you think, chat? Gasper No for Mizzy's next list?
Why me? I don't know. Give it to Tony. Tony will appreciate it.
Yeah, I have an old DVD version from 2002. Nice. I have the remake of I Spit on Your Grave on a Lionsgate DVD set, Terror Times 10. They released 2 of the sets. American Psycho is a feminine film. That's dope. Johnny is a nice guy. We got Mama Blu-ray in the chat. Saying Bob, Mizzy. Hi, how are you, Mama Blu-ray? We're almost caught up with the chat. Hi, Mama Blu-ray. I also love how Jen had to learn how to use the rifle. She struggled to use the gun.
That's true.
Very true. That's why I love Death Sentence, Anthony, because Kevin Bacon isn't just. Dude, the first time he gets a slide,
yeah, maybe you pick up a gun and like.
Dude, when he shaves his head, he's missing. He's got so many. That's so accurate to me. The first time I shaved my head, and you don't have a backup, the 2-way mirror, dude. Like I love attention to details like that. It makes it so realistic when you're reading the man. That's what I love about Death Sentence and this movie. I agree. Great point, Anthony. Great point. Spooky Nerd Club says the original. Don't damage Mizzy's brain with those gas.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I can handle that.
Let's do it, man. We should do Irreversible. What is it? Love. Climax. Enter the Void.
Oh, we did Life too. Oh, that was on our list.
We Stand Alone.
Okay. Oh boy.
I'll watch Revenge Day. Why the fuck not? Doing it for Bob and the Peeps. Do it. Tony really enjoyed Irreversible. He gave it 3 stars in Letterboxd, which is super
high. That is high.
Yeah, very true. Very high for him. All right. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and predict my rankings for you. I got them literally right here. So number 10, I had Cannibal Holocaust. I was off.
Oh, you really thought I hated
that? Was Rush, which was your number
10.
10, I thought.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, Bull Durham was 8.
Mm-hmm.
Which was your number 8, so I was right on that. Number 7, I had it Revenge, which is your number 7. Okay. Tenebrae was number 6.
Okay.
I did not know because I thought it'd be too slow. The Untouchables number 5.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you would like it as much because you had so much going on today trying to watch it. Number 4, Commando. I just thought, it's fun.
Right, that's around there. Yeah.
3 People Under the Stairs.
Yeah, so it's Tenebrae and People Under the Stairs.
Yeah, and Crazy Heart number 2.
Okay.
A little high, but yeah. And Revenge number 1. So I was right about your number 1.
Okay.
All right. What did you think for me? And I'll tell you my ranking, and then we'll get our behinds out of here.
Yeah, your list. So how I thought you'd rate. 10 Commando.
Fuck Commando 10.
This is how I think you rate.
Yeah, that's a macho movie. I love that movie, man.
I was kind of going off of stars here. 9 Cannibal Holocaust, 8 Rush, 7 Revenge 1990, 6 Crazy Heart, 5 People Under the Stairs, 4 Tenebrae, 3 Bull Durham, 2 Untouchables, and 1 Revenge.
All right, I had number 10 Cannibal Holocaust.
Mm-hmm.
I like it, but listen, you got to understand, there's a lot of good movies on my list. At least I think so. Number 9, Revenge. Number 8, People Under the Stairs. And rewatch, I think it dropped a little bit because I had it a lot higher. 10 grade, number 7. Number 6, Rush. 5, Crazy Heart. That ending of Crazy Heart is just too good for me to like. I love it.
Yeah, exactly.
But although I don't know, and then
I had a higher than you. Yeah.
Revenge number 4.
Okay.
Dude, Commando number 3. The movie's a blast. It's fucking just dumb fun, man. Oh man.
No, I get it. Yeah, like, you know.
Number 2, Untouchables. And 1, I said Bull Durham's like a masterpiece to me. So Bull Durham is, I mean, it's so quotable.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, Bull Durham's 1 for me. Yeah, no doubt.
Okay.
All right. Let's see here. Let's get to some questions here. Oh man, I haven't been to this folder in so long. You know what's funny is I started to work on like segments. I literally have folders for Allie's Hall of Fame stream. And I won't ever be able to do them because I'll never use StreamYard again. Tonight's gonna be the best of it. So I will still get to Ellie's Hall of Fame stream, but it's not.
You write them down before you
yeah, for sure. Yeah. It's not gonna. I could always go here.
You can go in and just.
And I could do it free, but I'm not gonna do the free version. I'm gonna use Restream.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, okay. I gotta find the damn. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Let's see. Would you recommend this list?
Oh yeah, definitely. Right. Listen, I know. Yeah, I had a couple 2.5s, but overall, yeah.
Would you buy these? Some of them.
Yeah, let me see. So I had 1 Boulder. I think I have Boulder. Revenge, I won. Commando, definitely. Cannibal Holocaust, I probably. Yeah. Crazy Heart. Yeah. I'd say.
Cannibal Holocaust, you could still get the Grindhouse version of it.
Okay.
Grindhouse video. And Grindhouse video might put out a 4K of that. Grindhouse releasing might be doing a 4K of Cannibal. Okay. There's a good chance that they might. So.
Okay. Now I'll wait on that, huh?
Yeah, that and the Beyond, I think, are rumored to get a 4K from Grindhouse releasing.
Nice.
What would you rate this list?
Let's see. So I get 1, 2, 3, 4. God. Oh yeah. 3.5. I don't know the mathematical wise. I just.
Yeah, but I don't ever go by.
I'll say 4 because of Tenebrae Revenge. And
4?
4 is. I know that's probably not. It's probably like a 3.75 or something.
Yeah, that seems a little high, but I'll take a 4.
Yeah, it's a little high.
Yeah, a little high. I don't see how I get a 4. There's not. Yeah, but
Oh no, I guess math. And I'm thinking, yeah, like I didn't do it math. It's probably a 3, I guess, right? If I did it math wise.
Yeah, I'm just gonna recommend Serbian film to him. The Gaspar No films. Gaspar did Love too, which is another wild one. Yep, mentioned that one. Yeah. He hasn't seen a Serbian film. Mizzy would finish a Serbian film in one sitting without vomiting.
I think I could hit. I don't know. It has to be something like I can't.
I showed Ellie Commando for the first time. She gave 4 stars in the heart. Hell yeah,
Oh,
dude! That's an Ellie movie. She enjoys that. She liked the one Stacy recommended to me with Mark Wahlberg. The
big hit. Yeah.
big hit. Yeah,
Yeah.
I felt like it was a Formula 57 type of movie for her. So yeah, I think she's enjoys those types of movies. Which is when, by the way, Hall of Fame. I don't know when it'll be, but it'll be. Rest in peace, StreamYard. Was fun while it lasted for Bob. Yeah, right. Hopefully Restream is good. Yeah. It's gonna take some getting used to. And Adam will be my first guinea pig for Restream, which will be next week. Adam, the movie hunter, he finished my list like 6 months ago, but he moved to Arizona.
Yeah.
People that know me and know Adam have to understand. They're going to be like, what in the fuck did Bob recommend to Adam, right? There's some movies that are like, what is this?
Like up his alley, Adam's
but
alley.
You got to know what Adam's into.
Right.
I know Adam's taste. So I think I know his horror. And yes, I recommended a lot of boobs to Adam because he loves boobs.
Right. Yeah, you gave him one of those camp, like, Emmanuel. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure he's seen all those, but
I gave him some really under the radar horror movies that the chat is just gonna watch next week.
You probably won't even know what they are. I will.
Making some really fun horror movies next week if you jump in. Some shit you've never heard of. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah.
There's some action from the '80s that like, dude. I got a John Boyd one that I gave him that like the saddest movie ever. I gave him some stuff. And then I gave him a really heavy movie that like we'll have a 6-hour discussion about, like really heavy, that I introduced you to, and you gave it 4.5, and you don't give him.
Oh, I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah. Okay. So I gave him a really heavy movie.
Yeah, that's a great one. Yeah.
A really heavy topic to
I'm glad I found that DVD of all those.
Yeah, very heavy discussion about that. So there's some really good stuff. And then there's like a couple military movies I gave him to watch. Fucking good stuff, man. I can't wait for this Adam's list. It's been a while, so I'm excited. I'm gonna send a congratulatory video for Ellie's Hall of Fame stream. Yes, please do. Let's get it. Titan is another he directed. I didn't see Titan though. Tiana says, great stream, guys. Awesome list. A lot of I haven't seen. Yeah, I figured as much. 7.5 for 10 out of the list for me. Yep, seen a few from this list, but quite a few I have not seen. And hopefully, you got some recommendations. Happy Hall of Fame is coming back. Hopefully, a lot of boobies for Adam. Yeah, a lot of boobies for Adam. That's the thing. Know your audience, right? Like if I have somebody who says I hate sports movies, I'm not going to give them sports movies. If somebody hates politics, like I listen to people, which I feel like. So far with my list outside of Ashley's, I feel like I've done pretty good at recommending movies. I was like 8 for 10 with Joe. I haven't gotten around to Ellie's yet. Tony liked all my movies, which is pretty cool for Tony. So like Nikki really liked my movies. Nikki gave me 2 5-star movies, and Jeff gave me 3 5-star movies. And Jeff, because I never showed Mizzy the video, can you please in this chat, Jeff, I need you to tell Mizzy what you said to me during the stream last week about Bob has the best taste out of all your friends. Can you please tell Mizzy that? Because Mizzy thinks I have shit taste.
I did not say that. What did I say? Your movies are shit. That's other people, bro. Yeah.
Sometimes people think
you recommended to me.
I was skimming through the stream a bit, and I saw Rush was one of the movies chosen. I approve 100%, and I knew you would. I think he has.
It's not up for me, but
4.5.
Glad you liked it.
Great stream, y'all. Thanks for the entertainment. Thanks for being here, Spooky. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Really cool. And I've got YouTube pulled up, so I'm gonna type in Spooky Nerd Club right now and give you a follow as long as it pops up. I feel like I'm not. Yeah, right there. Subscribe. 320 subs. Go follow. Go subscribe to Spooky Nerd Club. I'm definitely gonna check out.
Yeah, thank you. I see you follow me on Instagram. So
yeah, he's got like Terrifier, actually good horror. So yeah, let's go check it out.
There you go.
Exactly. I need to stop assuming people's genders when there's no picture, and I always just say a guy. It's because 99% of the people that watch my content outside of Nikki and Allie are male.
I mean, I guess.
And Johnny's probably not even here, and he didn't hear my teddy bear comment. Great stream. Good night, my friends. I totally think Bob has the overall best taste in movies out of all my friends. There you go, Mizzy. Sub to Spooky. Absolutely.
Where's that clip of Huck? Now you just
One night, I'll see her. Hold on, I got it. It's Huck's right there. Hold on.
Help you, John.
Oh, now you're just kissing ass.
Right there. He's like,
yeah, those are gonna be gone, huh? None of those, the Mel laugh, all those you can't play anymore, right?
Well, Tiana too. Tiana, she's quiet tonight, but yeah.
Oh no, you're not a man. So we know that.
Yeah, she's not a man. No. I appreciate the follow. Thanks for the shout out. You guys have a great night. You too. I appreciate everyone that watched, and make sure to tune in next week. I'm looking forward to doing the stream with Adam. So I will see everyone on the next one. Until then, make sure to go sub to everybody in the chat, and I appreciate you guys hanging out. It was a lot of fun. Thank you so much. Great clip. Huck says the emojis. Good stream, guys. I appreciate it. I appreciate every one of you. It was a really fun night. Honestly, it was a really.
We got a lot off topic with some things, but it was fun.
Chat was really popping.
Yeah, bro. This is very lively today. I was surprised.
Very good time. I appreciate it. I had a blast. Honestly, that's the kind of stuff I enjoy doing. Those live streams where you can get off topic, but
and we get back to topic, and it's still listen. We got
3
hours, 40 minutes.
Final girls for like 30 minutes. It'd be a fun.
That's safe.
I think it'd be fun because we could totally get in on that and have arguments, but be constructive.
Yeah, we're not gonna
make your point. You know what I mean? Like, why though?
Yeah, we get passionate sometimes, but
he sucks. No, well, you're fucking wrong. No, you suck a dick. That's a terrible take. Like, you don't know shit about movies. Like, it'd be fun. It'd be fun. All of a sudden, people are unfollowing people.
Right. I know. It's all because of the boss stream. Everyone's like mad at each other now. Oh my gosh. That would happen.
This was a lot of fun.
Yes, that
clip it's going to be no more. So
I know the Mel.
I guess I'll close out the stream with this because this is the last. This might be the last time you see this video. I don't know because now restream is going to be different with playing videos. It doesn't seem it's going to be smooth. So let me play this video to close out the stream. But everybody, this is it for me with StreamYard. So I don't know what you're going to see moving forward. It's going to be different. So
but we'll get adjusted. I'm sure.
I wanted to keep a streaming service open that I could pay for so I could have more than 6 if I ever want to do more game nights. So I wanted to leave that open because I know people do enjoy game nights, so figured I could do it. So I'm just gonna keep it open. I just don't want to pay $45 a month or whatever it is. I'm not doing that. So yeah, it's not my cup of tea. But anyways, enjoy your night. This is it for StreamYard. I'm going to play this little clip. Everybody seems to enjoy. So have a good night, everyone. Thanks again for being in the chat. Everybody who was watching and quiet.
Yes, thanks for watching.
Watched this long and all that stuff. It's awesome, man. You guys are so cool. You don't have to be here. You spend 3.5 hours with me, 3 hours, 40 minutes. People watching on the replays. Like, you know how freaking cool that is to me. And the ones who watched earlier, like, I appreciate it. You didn't have to watch 5 minutes of us. So super cool, man. Like, seriously.
Awesome. Me, listen.
Yeah, awesome. All right, go on, everyone. Mizzy, did you want to talk about your upcoming channel that you're never going to start?
Yeah, exactly. 2028. Look for my channel.
Coming 2028 when the trolls are gone. Mizzy starts.
That's right. No more trolls.
Have a good night, everyone.
Bye.
Does Tony have a magnifying glass?
Yeah, because I can't see. I can't help it. I can't see y'all. Wait till you're 54 years